Yo, I'm alive. I'm alive. What up, chat? Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Thank you guys for the love and support. Thanks for being here. Sorry if my energy is a little bit low. I was having to deal with some, there's some heavy rains coming through the area. In fact, there still are. It's kind of storming right now. And sprung a leak. There's a little bit of leaking going on, so I had to move some furniture around and crap. And it was nothing that was a big deal, but you know how like you had like a little leak in the ceiling, and then you're having to deal with that shit. So I was dealing with that crap for a while, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. And then now I sat down, I'm like, well, time to stream. How is Teddy, and does he like the rain? He hates the rain. And that was another thing that took a little bit of time, because I was having to look for him because I couldn't find him. I still don't know where he's at. He's done it a couple times. Whenever rain shows up, I'll go to get him, to take him inside, so he doesn't get scared of the storm, and he's just not there. I think it's because whenever he's roaming around, if a storm starts to show up, he just stays wherever he's at and just kind of huddles somewhere temporarily. And then whenever it's time to eat, though, he's always there. So I don't know. He randomly does that shit. We could do an oil-related run today, though. I'm trying to think what we could do. So if you're curious, there's actually a way you can make oil. You can make oil expand. So what that means is, like, imagine you have a little bit of oil, and the oil on top is on fire. Well, you can actually do a fungal shift to turn that fire that's on top to instead of giving off smoke, it gives off oil. So you'll have a oil that has a fire that gives off more oil, that then catches fire that gives off more oil. So the oil expands and it slowly fills up the whole world. Yeah, it's like a creepy oil. It doesn't move as fast as creepy liquid. Why not turn the fire into gold? Well, if you do that, you won't create some kind of infinite loop, because the idea is you want it to be where, so oil creates fire. If the fire gives off gold, then the oil will eventually will dissipate, will slowly go down, and the next you'll just have a little bit of gold left. I mean, probably a good chunk of gold, but the point is you won't have, it won't be like an oil creating more oil scenario that slowly fills up the world. What's up, Sneck? Do the hectic or heretic quest, but you have to kill all the ghost Squidwards that spawn from it. Dude, that's actually not a bad idea. Last time I remember somebody said, hey, will you kill the ghost Squidwards? And I was like, yeah, we'll do it. And then, like, in the moment when it started to get real scary, I was like, listen, this wasn't part of the deal. And I just really, I scurried the hell out of there after killing like one or two of them. But we could do that. Oiled Up Heretic run. Oil Cloud plus all bosses, boss randomizer. Just start? I can't decide on the run. Something with oil. We can lube up in the run. All right, we do it. Well, we did the Heretic run recently, but would you guys be cool with another Heretic run? We do an Oiled Up Heretic run. We have to kill all the bridge bosses. Noita Oiled Up Heretic daily run. This is like a weird ass name, so I'm definitely have to put the description in the challenge. So we're doing an Oiled Up Heretic run. Okay, in case you're curious, there is an actual quest in Noita that is the Dark Moon. Hold on. The Dark Moon Gourd quest. So basically what you have to do is I have to move the Dark Sun out of the way. Then I have to make sure that the boss is gourdified. Let me make sure I don't forget any of the parts on this pillar. Is it all? No, it's 4 essences, gourdified boss. It is the Dark Gourd Moon. Okay. So we do this one here. Basically, what happens is we have to have the 4 main essences on our character. The Kolmi has to be a gourdified version of Kolmi. And then whenever you fly into the Dark Moon, it will actually pop up on your screen and say Heretic. When it says that, it also spawns in, what was the number? 12? No, it is not 6, 7. 8 bosses with 10 times HP. Okay, so it's going to spawn in 8 bridge bosses with 10 times their normal health. we will have to kill all of these. If something happens and one of them we cannot track or like seems to have despawned, we will count that as a killed boss. But that's only after we definitely have went through the whole area, making sure that there is no stragglers. But the goal, hopefully, we'll be able to just count and count through all of the bosses as we kill them. We'll make it simple. So that is the goal of the run. It's called Oiled Up because at some point in the run, whether it be that we make an oil mist or some kind of self-replenishing oil that fills up the map, at some point in the run, oil has to be plentiful in our run in honor of the oil baron. So it can be with an oil mist or with oil just filling up our map and being all over the place through fungal shifting. We'll see. It just has to be a lot. Yeah, we're going full Diddy on this one.
To get this right, are you or Mina going to be oiled up while doing the quest?
Of course. Both. We must do the Dark Gourd Moon run, which leads to the heretic message appearing along with 8 bridge bosses that have 10 times the normal HP, which I have to kill. On our adventure, we must make the oil material a very common material in our world to reach oiled up status. That last part is not a real Noita challenge, meaning like it's not an official thing. It's more of just like something goofy we're stacking on top of it. But we're calling it the Oiled Up Heretic Daily Run. That is the official name for today. I know you guys are saying a lot of stuff, but I can only type so quickly. I can't type and read chat, so please bear with me. The wiki says 10 bridge bosses spawn. Okay, is it 10? Okay, so Conga, are you feeding me misinformation? Let's go to the wiki GG. 10 buffed versions of Kolmi. Is it 10 times HP? Maybe it's 10 of them and 8 times the health. Let's see what it says. We'll spawn 10 Kolmis with 2,250 instead of the usual 800. All right, so it's not 10 times. We'll just say 10 buffed versions of the bridge boss. Let me edit that real quick.
I really wish you guys could.
I also got to remember this. If the player has all 5 essences, the Blood Moon event will trigger instead of the Heretic one. So, you know, it's one of those things that sometimes you're like, fuck it, just grab all of them just in case. That's not the case here. We do not want to have 5 essences. We will not get the Heretic message, and that will suck. All right, got my orange juice. I'm all set up. The rain outside's not too bad. If it starts storming like crazy, it may knock out my internet.
Sorry, Dunk, totally unrelated. If anyone wants to play a good art game, this is free to add to your Steam account for the next 36 hours.
Oh.
Please read the trigger warnings before playing.
Here you go. Oh, it's from Tito. I don't know if Tito's memeing. Interactive fiction, comic book, hand-drawn, 98% positive. Yeah, apparently there's trigger warnings. Be careful, but it's a normal $10, but it's for free. So, hey, you never know. People have their days off. They have no class, looking for something to do. Maybe something like that would be perfect for them. I have no idea. But the fact that Tito says a trigger warning makes me say, be careful, because Tito says some crazy shit sometimes. So anyways, thank you for looking out for the community, possibly, or you're trying to spread some kind of crazy shit. I don't know. Yeah, there's a little bit of storm still coming through, so if all of a sudden my internet goes down, don't be shocked. Sometimes storms can get a little spicy here, and you know the Texas infrastructure isn't known to be the best thing ever. Let us begin. It's called Wednesdays, apparently, is what Tito says. That's the name of the Steam game. Wednesdays, like plural. Is this on the daily? We're on the daily. Doing some dailies. So I have to use all fire bolts right here, which is a little silly on my part. I probably should have held off. That way we could get other resources to save my digging. But you know, we don't make smart decisions around here. Alright, that's enough. We'll just take that one orb. A little sip of the juice. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. It's just orange juice. Don't be weird, chat. I love me some orange juice. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pour out the worm pheromone. I don't want to deal with that. I forget. Worm pheromone and worm blood make phloem? Phloem, yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember. It's definitely one that I don't use, like, ever. but could be one that saves my ass one day. Just some random combination and some random moment. Speaking of flum, speak of the devil, what we're looking for right now is blood and water, stuff to put out fire. Are you doing with a Oiled Up Heretic on today's daily? Are you having some kind of weird religious fetish sex? What this was recommended from chat, all right? It's a combination of being a shout out to Oil Baron for all the love and support today, while simultaneously going with Sneck Gregory's idea, which was a heretic run where we kill all the bosses, because I do think it was a great idea. I feel like every time we do something related to the heretic message popping up, I usually don't have a focal point of killing the bosses, so then I just leave them. So the fact that we're going into the run with saying, hey, we are going to do that thing, makes it so that we're able to focus on it, rather than saying, hey, it's an unnecessary risk. It's like, hey, and it is an unnecessary risk when it's not part of the challenge, but it is part of the challenge today. You had a bunch of other ideas, and this is the one you chose. I mean, what I'm trying to say is it's Sneck's fault, okay? He's pushing his fetishes onto me, and I fell for it. It worked. He seduced me with his snake ways. Which, by the way, I don't know if Sneck is still here, but somebody earlier brought up the fact that there are 2 snake VTubers that play Noita. I was curious of Sneck Gregory's thoughts on this.
And still not Holly Lance run Sag.
I asked Chad several times. I've said, hey, you want me to do the run today? And they'll say like, eh. Because they know the run will be stale if I'm actually tryharding it. I won't allow for any mistakes again on another one of those. Never again. Ooh, what the? Oh shit, I punched the mic. I got so excited. I was too hyped. This is actually a very badass wand to get. Sorry, I punched your eardrums, Chad. Forgive me. Here, I'll make it up to you. We're good now, right? We're all happy? Hit me again, daddy. Oh my god. Alan, no. No. Mods, get the spray bottle. What the fuck was that? What? I was making up for the punch. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this one, swap that, grab up the water. Dunk, you woke my children and now they hate me. Totally true. Oh yeah, yeah, that's definitely my slurps. You must be listening to me on like your TV with like mega bass on or some shit. When you say your allergies are going crazy, what exactly are you allergic to? You don't have pollen in November, do you? Oh, we still have pollen around now because the other day it was, well, you may have to convert it over to Celsius because it's in Fahrenheit, but it hit 87 degrees Fahrenheit just the other day. I think 2 days ago. So here it's probably the same temperature I'd imagine as a lot of the, you know, summer days that you guys have it over there in Finland. So basically what I'm saying is the plant life isn't dead. They're still very much alive. Flowers, you know, all that kind of shit still going. Trees still green. Now there are some, like there's been a couple of nights that we have not really a freeze, but it's like getting to colder temperatures, and you'll start to know certain vegetation that's very sensitive to even remotely cold has turned a little bit, but for the most part you would have no idea if it's spring or fall or whatever if you were to be standing outside. Like, I don't know what the hell time of year it is right now. That's nuts. It was a little bit freakishly, like it actually tied the record for you know, like every single day has a record for on that day, you know, whenever the temperature was measured, and you know the airport's been there for like forever at the DFW airport, what is the hottest it was on that day, and they compare it to every other year in the past, and so that the 87 degrees was actually tied with the hottest it had ever been on that specific day. Then the next day it was like 1 degree off from the world, you know, the Texas record for the hottest day. So basically it's temperatures have not fallen off yet here. We still chilling in warm days. Sensitive vegetation to the cold? You mean the power grid? Yes, that is the Texas power grid. What? It's 40 outside. Fucking just crumbles immediately. Pretty chill daily so far. Nothing too insane. We had 1 heart. I guess I'll just go to the left of this. I'm determined to take you to a range someday. You need to up your Texan potency with a 45 ACP and 1911 in your hands. Well, I have been to a shooting range just once in my life. Not a big gun guy. But yeah, I have been to a shooting range with my dad. He was like pretty much saying the same thing you are. He's like, all right, you gotta. I remember this back in like college. You're like, you gotta shoot a gun.
You guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Because you never shot a gun before. I was like, all right. After doing it, I was like, yeah, it's all right. I like your dad. Yeah, he's definitely old school. You gotta shoot a gun, boy. I definitely have some old school, you know, mentality relatives. I got an uncle who's like hoarding guns like he's gonna have to arm the revolution or some shit. I've told the story before, but he actually has like a safe, but this thing is massive. It's not like, you know, like when you see a safe in movies, it's like, I don't know, it's like a small box and they like open it up. This is like a refrigerator. It's like bigger. It's like a closet. It's a closet that is a safe that has a fucking door on it, and it's just jam packed with guns. And it is so heavy that it's actually sinking into the foundation of his home. It's actually like messed up his foundation of his home. And I was like, yeah, that's Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's got some crazy side. I got relatives in all kinds of political sides, but I guess not to call out a specific one, but you would think, you know, you think that like certain things you could, if you hear certain hobbies or interests of a person, you instantly know their political beliefs, right? But this one person in particular, believe it or not, would be considered, he's a Democrat. The one with the hoarding guns. So yeah, it's not everybody fits into the what you call it, like the general formula, I guess. What is the foundation made of? It's concrete. It's literally, yeah, the mold, yeah, that not everybody fits into like a political mold. You'd be surprised. But I think my logic is the reason because you would think like, what the hell, that's kind of crazy. But it's because there's also unions and stuff where, I don't know how the unions are these days, but I know back in the day they were pretty strong unions in Texas, and he was a union worker, an electrician. So workers tend to be not exact. They tend to be more Democrats and stuff like that. But don't get people worked up. We're just talking about facts here. Nothing that's anything to get too wild. Don't go feral. Texas Democrats are a little different than other states. Yeah, you'll find a little bit of everything. You never know what the hell you're gonna find. My first time catching one of your streams recently, I've been going to sleep watching your YouTube videos. I love your positivity and how close you are to the community. Love from Denmark. Yo, what up, dude? Much love to you. Dude, I knew a guy, or I still know him, but I just haven't really talked to him in years. And he was from Denmark, and he was like addicted to Pepsi. He fucking loved it. And what he would do is, shit, I don't remember what, I guess it was one of the countries nearby. I don't know what it was. It was some place that he would drive that was like several hours away, but because I guess there was like no tax or something to deal with, the pricing was different there, that he would hoard Pepsi. He would buy like insane amount of Pepsi for like months at a time, like a month's supply, and he would just live on like whatever he's eating with a Pepsi around the clock. And so I don't know why, anytime I hear Denmark, because he's my one friend that I knew from Denmark, I always think of Pepsi immediately, which is like a weird thing to associate with Denmark. Meanwhile, fast forward like, I want to say it was like 5 or 6 years later, he cut out his Pepsi like addiction and he only drank water, and the dude lost like 200 plus pounds. Shocker, I know, right? If you're not drinking soda 24/7, apparently you shed weight like crazy. So how are you gonna look when you stop drinking soda? I don't drink soda, actually. I always have opinion on soda because I used to drink it all the time. So I was very strongly opinionated on which sodas were delicious and which were dog shit. But then when I started streaming, you know, I'm just a man-child sitting in a chair for 7 hours plus a day. and you know, I had to try to make some changes to my lifestyle so that hopefully it could try to balance out how I don't move that much anymore as often as I used to. And so soda was the thing that I was thinking maybe I cut that out, and I did. You know, I maybe go like a year or so and I'll try like a sip of something. But soda's one of those things that when you don't drink it as much, it doesn't taste nearly as good. That may not be true for you Europeans. You may be like, you can go 2 years and then taste one and you still like it. But here in the US, if you guys don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, it seems to be pretty common knowledge, is that our sodas, most of the mainstream soda, is made with corn syrup. So maybe because of that, it makes it less... You know, like sugar is very simple flavor. It's just sweet, but the corn syrup is more of an acquired taste. So maybe once you break yourself out of that habit of like drinking soda, you break yourself out of that, you know, that acquired taste, and so then whenever you go to take a sip again of a soda you haven't had in, you know, 4 years, it's like, it actually doesn't taste that good. It almost tastes kind of like medicine. Like fizzy medicine. So then it makes it easy to like stay away from it. But the thing that I'm really bad about these days is I still love drinking like juices and stuff, like apple juice, orange juice, mango juice, pineapple juice, whatever. I still drink that. Yeah, sugar versus corn syrup. Corn syrup sucks. So you go back like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, the corn syrup was pretty much your only options here in U.S. At least I can say Texas, right? Only where I live. I guess I can't speak for every state because I don't know what the hell's going on where you're living. But in Texas, if you didn't like corn syrup sodas, it was kind of hard to find. Like you could go to some grocery stores and find what they would call Mexican sodas, like sodas from Mexico and stuff, because those tend to be made with real sugar. But those weren't really common. Like you weren't going to find that. You're not going to go into like McDonald's and they're going to have these real sugar options. But in the last 10 years or so, there's been a lot of people, I guess because they just, you know, a lot of people say, I prefer the real sugar, blah, blah. So it's now you start to see it in places where it'll have the real sugar options rather than just the usual, you know. Like Pepsi, they're one of the first brands I saw do it. And I think they just literally have one that's called Pepsi and then real sugar Pepsi. But when they first brought it, they called it Pepsi Throwback. And Pepsi Throwback just mean like back in the day, it used to be made of real sugar. So you can taste the original. Which they were tasty, but the thing that I found of real sugar versus corn syrup is that when you have, if you do like the taste of the corn syrup, if you get used to it at least, it allows for you to like drink more. So for example, if you were having something with real sugar in it after like a can of the soda or whatever, after that you felt like you were good. Like you didn't need more of it. You were pretty much satisfied. But with the corn syrup versions, it felt like you just could keep going. Like you could drink one and then somebody could hand you another one. You're like, oh, fuck it. You could drink it. Third one, you could drink it. You didn't like burn out on the taste of the sweetness as quick. I don't know. That may have just been a me personally thing, but maybe that's why a lot of Americans known to be a little bit larger, because the corn syrup doesn't like burn you out like the real sugar does as quickly. It was weird. Because, you know, I just remember it wasn't like anything I had heard. It's just like what I experienced. Because I had the Pepsi Throwbacks. I had bought them because I liked the way they tasted. But then I remember having it with meals and stuff, and I'd drink the one Pepsi Throwback, but then for the rest of the meal I'd have water. Meanwhile, if I had a regular Pepsi, I could drink 3 or 4 of them with my meal, and it wasn't a problem. So eventually I just stopped buying the Throwbacks because I would like the taste, but after one I wouldn't want any more for the rest of that day. I'd be like, oh, I'm good on the Pepsi Throwback. All right, let's go in here. Didn't Pepsi recently change their recipe with sweeteners? Never gonna drink that. Did they make another change? I'd be surprised. I mean, I feel like historically, anytime there's like the massive change to their main brand of soda, usually is a scary move. They'll do it with like the side brands, right? Like some of the smaller brands or like a variation of the soda. But usually the base core one, they don't go too wild with it. 4 sodas with dinner? Oh yeah. Like if I'm having pizza, dude, I could just chug those things. There was a point in time, I remember like in high school, where I was drinking like even when I was doing sport, like I could run, and after the end of running or whatever, like go, you know, sit on the couch or whatever, I'm sweating, have a soda with it. And I'm like, I look back and I'm like, holy shit, that is so nasty. It's so bad. But I guess when I was in high school, so I just went, you know, like, fuck it, I don't care. So I was just chugging soda. Now I want water. Like I'm like, I need some water, dude. I need water. All right, we're going. All bets are closed. Let's begin. Somebody got left in the cold, and you know what? I'm happy about it. I'm happy that you fucked up and you didn't place your bet in time. You deserve to be left in the cold. Yeah. Scream all you want, you chump. Ooh, we got teleports. All right, all right. Swap that back. Teleport goes here. Good, good. We can right off the bat just... Damn. We're popping off. It's a strong start. Oh, we just spent all of our money, didn't we? Well, we'll have to come back in a little bit. This... Chainsaw, that... Shit, yeah, I kind of want some of these spark bolts, so let's come back up here for that. Flum, I kind of messed around with that. Ooh, so here is an interesting moment. Here's an interesting moment. So, please reopen for me. I placed a yes, but I'm in my negative streak. Don't you guilt me, Larander. You better... Are you trolling? Let's go ahead and place this there. What does this look like? That is pretty awful. Nope, nope, don't break that. Please don't break that. Oh! Fine. We're good. Sorry, some of the rain's coming down pretty good, so... Keep hearing stuff. Not sure if it's hail or some shit. Don't think there's supposed to be any tornadoes or anything, so... I got my phone nearby, so if you start hearing brrr, like some kind of weird fucking alarm sound, it's the tornado alarm. Okay, fucking bouncing burst is so shit, it's impressive. The problem was that the bouncing burst cannot break the steel chain there, or metal chain, or whatever the hell that chain is. So that causes it to be where you just shoot shots off of it forever. I had to go past it manually and then got shot in the face a couple times, and yeah, it was a whole thing. Oh yeah, the discussion I was gonna have earlier, and then you guys distracted me. How dare you? So the discussion I was gonna have is that in this run today, we are looking to do the Heretic Dark Gourd Moon, I guess is the official like quest name of that the community calls it. The Dark Gourd Moon, where you get the Heretic message to pop up. And whenever you do that, we're gonna have to deal with a ton of bridge bosses that shoot off polymorphine attacks. So we are exactly, Peace Outside already knows where we're going with this. We're gonna need to eat poly mages' corpses to get immunity to poly, so that we can safely kill these guys are going to be shooting out poly attacks all over the place. So if I grab these exploding corpses, it won't make it impossible, but it will make it very annoying to kill the mages in a way that doesn't destroy the corpses. Because if you have this, when you kill a poly mage, its corpse just blows up. So this huge piece of meat that you can normally eat to give yourself an immunity for a couple minutes will instead be blown to smithereens, and you'll get like you can eat like 10 seconds of poly immunity rather than like 2 minutes of poly immunity. So that's what I'm thinking about right now. The crappy thing is, though, we could end up dying to something explosive later and then say, oh, if we had grabbed this, it would have saved our entire run. That also is, that can happen. That's a very real possibility. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this heal now. It's a little wasteful, but oh well. I don't want to risk getting got. I'm gonna hold off on this, and I need gold bad. Good news is we have damage. We have some serious damage. Oh yeah, if you guys remember,
which live insect would you least like to eat?
if you guys forgot, so I have this silence button behind me, and the thing is, it's wired up pretty crappily right now, and I've been a little nervous about using the button because I don't want to get shocked until I like look over the wiring and everything. But for some reason, whenever it starts to lighting outside, it causes the button to just kind of fire off on its own. I think further proving why it's probably a good idea to not press the button right now. But basically, that silent sound is supposed to be whenever I press this button, but for some reason during storms, it thinks that I'm pressing the button sometimes whenever lightning goes off. Listen, I don't know. And you think I'm joking, but last time there was a storm on when I was streaming, which was probably a couple weeks ago. It's been a little while. We haven't had many storms lately. It was also going off then. And it hasn't gone off since that last storm. How many volts trips the relay? I'm not sure on that. I have no idea. It shouldn't take much, though. That's why I'm not really that concerned about the button. I joke about it electrocuting me, but it wouldn't be able to send too much through it. I was wanting to see if it was lightning was gonna, or the thunder was gonna go off afterwards. Oh yeah, there's a little bit. But then again, it's constantly going off, so that's probably a coincidence, maybe. Unmute? Oh yeah, you guys in the chat aren't gonna be able to do many sounds with the storm going on, are you? Gonna keep muting you guys. That's pretty funny though. Basically, the storm outside is causing you guys to be muted from DunkBot sounds. That's good stuff. God hates chat. It's a miracle. It's beautiful. Surely this has some cosmic significance. Yeah, exactly. This is what the universe wants. You guys to shut your mouth. Mars and Uranus are aligned with Dunk's giant bald head, causing issues in the Dallas area. I don't think this is accurate. I think you're lying. This is a really disappointing shop, by the way. If you're really wanting to, you could use Circle of Buoyancy to steal from shops. Not these shops, only Holy Mountain shops, and they can't even steal from wand shops. It has to be spell shops. So I'm not really in the mood for doing that. Used to be a lot easier to steal from the shops, but now it's kind of a pain. You have to carry them out of the whole damn mountain. It's just not worth the trouble. I'm lazy. You can still probably set the sheet on fire, unplug it. No, it's fine. It's fine. You don't believe in my electrical skills? How dare you? Alright, this is kind of hype.
Nope.
No. What?
Nope. Nope.
No faith? After all we've been through.
Nope.
Would it build more confidence in me if I told you guys I vibe? What would be the word for it? Because there's vibe coding. What's the equivalent of vibe coding but for electrical work? No, that isn't. Well, I mean, I did ask ChatGPT some questions before, but this thing was wired up long before ChatGPT even existed. Vibe wiring, suicide, fire hazard. I vibe fire hazarded that thing. No, don't worry, don't worry. This was made before ChatGPT even existed. Not a bad wand right there. Vibe soldering. Actually wasn't too much soldering in the setup that I have. Slow start. It's just the reason I'm having to approach things so slowly is our health has not done great. This whole time we have found one heart. Ooh, there's a chance for a second one right there though. We haven't found any good digging to get around. I've been just using these chainsaws as my main way to dig. Oh shit, hold up. I almost killed him, but I kind of need him. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. Well. Oh, what's he throwing? Come on, throw me a telly flask, buddy. I know you got... Oh wait, did he throw one already? I think he did. Oh, he did. That was quite nice of him. He's a nice fella. There was a time where I was much better at soldering, but I didn't solder for a few years and completely lost it, and I hate it again. I've never been good at it. I've only sucked. Gotta have that precision. Some level of like delicacy going on. I developed my soldering skills when molding PS2s, which needed 18 gauge wires soldered to BIOS chip pins. When molding PS2s. Wait, why were you molding PS2s? Like PlayStation 2s? Am I understanding that correct?
It's time to stop, okay?
Oh, modding.
No more.
I wrote molding. I was like, what is he's molding one? Modding one. Hey, to be fair, I didn't misread it. He said molding it. But modding PS2s. Yeah, wait, isn't that like super common? I never owned a PS2. Isn't that crazy? Which is like the console that like everybody owned. Everybody in the world had a PS2, but not me apparently. But yeah, I remember everybody talking about having a modded PS2 at some point. I'm always left out. Me, I was over there just burning discs for the Dreamcast. I jailbroke my PSP in high school. It was amazing. I've told that story before too, because I had a friend that had a jailbroke PSP. And he could turn it into like a controller for like TVs and stuff. And we had this like, I don't know, you guys have, if you're from the US, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know about the Europeans and everything. But there was always a TV in like every classroom. I guess the idea was if there was ever any like, I don't know, it was never necessary to turn on all the TVs in all the rooms at once. I don't know why they all had TVs, but they did. There were these really old CRT TVs. Well, anyways, he used to goof around and turn on the CRT TVs in classes and stuff. And I can remember this one teacher, like, because most classes, if you ever fucked with it or anything, like the teacher would pretty much just unplug it like immediately. But this one teacher, it was like a back and forth for like half an hour. He would turn it on. And, you know, she would look all confused and she would turn it off and he would turn it on, but he turned the volume down. And from her angle, she couldn't see the TV. And coincidentally, one of the times when he did that, he turned it on and then he's flipping through the channels and he flips it to Jerry Springer, which is, you know, Jerry Springer gets a little bit wild. And so then like after he gets brave for a little bit, he's like sitting there. You know, she's clueless that it's on. The class is all like, you know, laughing and stuff. And he starts to turn it up during Jerry Springer. And the crowd is like, I almost said the chat is chanting. The crowd is chanting. I don't remember what they were chanting about. Like flash, you know, something about flashing the crowd. And the lady actually like flashes the fucking crowd. And they're all going crazy like, woo! I remember being like, holy shit, this is like my classroom. It's like, this is crazy. People in the class went crazy. They're like popping off. And the teacher's like, whoa! Like freaking out, like what's going on? And it took her about a half an hour and eventually she realized to unplug it. But it was hilarious. I remember we were laughing so hard. She never figured out who it was too. But I just remember being like, damn, if that shit happened today, I feel like teachers, I mean, first off, it'd be less likely to happen, I would imagine. Hopefully they're a little more aware of technology stuff, but I guess it's probably not the case. I don't know. But yeah, I remember thinking that if that happened today, there'd be like a parent like calling in. My kid said they had Jerry Springer on during the class. And some woman flashed the classroom. It's a bunch of high schoolers. That was some crazy shit. All teachers absolutely sucked at dealing with tech/TVs. Yes, so true. That was a classic. Anytime there was something involving the TV, usually meant there was tech problems for the first, you know, 20 minutes. Oh, what's Donk trying to... Please be careful on the fungal zone. Oh shit, what's going on in this zone? Should I be afraid? I feel... Hey, what the hell? That guy's TPing way too fast. What is going on in there? I love the stories. Just one of my random memories that got logged away. Random goofy memories. Nothing of significance other than it was silly. Good times, good times. One time a professor couldn't get the projector working, so for so long I walked to the on-campus Chick-fil-A, came back with my chicken sandwich, and he still wasn't done. We had a Chick-fil-A on campus too in college. I guess that must be a common one. Maybe people love their Chick-fil-A. But yeah, I really didn't ever eat in class. I feel like everybody around me would be just staring at my chicken sandwich if I did that. I was like eating like secluded, scarfing down my chicken sandwich and hiding. The professors, in my experience, professors were a lot better than with the tech issues in general than my high school teachers. They were the ones that were like, "What's happening?" I do remember a kid in like junior high got banned for like not banned, he got suspended for a week because he had some message pop up on all the school computers. It was something minor too. It wasn't like anything insane. I think he just did like a classic like "Hello everybody" or "Hello world" or some shit. And yeah, he got suspended for a week. But yeah, I was never very good with the whole modding and stuff, especially back in the day, because you had to be, you know, there was modding stuff out there. But there was some level of like, you had to be a bit tech savvy because you were gonna come across some issues and you need to know how to figure it out. And I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. These days though, with YouTube being so popular and everything, there's like video tutorials that usually will hold your hand through the whole process. And so then you can do some things that sound pretty complicated, like, oh yeah, like I modded this thing or I did this thing, when in reality you just followed the step-by-step tutorial and you're like, yes, I did it. Oh my god, now I see where the watch out. Oh my god, it's a polymage and an Uko. This all seems very safe, all quite reasonable.
Glad that's over with.
Don't you go dying on me. I hope that one dude is dead, but I don't know if he is for sure.
It was not luck, but skill.
Not luck, but skill. The reason why chat likes hearing stories... Wait, hold on.
Dunk, do you think playing variety games in sessions separated by 1 week reduces our enjoyment of the game? As opposed to e.g. binge playing them?
It depends on the game. It definitely reduces my abilities in the game. Anytime you just play a game that is a little bit kind of a challenging game that you feel takes, you know, a bit of skill and stuff, and there's 1 week breaks in between it, yeah, you definitely get rusty. That's why some of the things, people stop by the channel and they'll be talking about Noita and how, you know, they're struggling and stuff. But I think a lot of people, because they don't die hard, no life Noita like me. So even in my early days, once I had like a couple wins under my belt, I was able to start really consistently winning very fast. And while some people maybe struggle for months, that's because they're not like no lifing it like I did. Like if you let yourself get a foundational knowledge of any game, it becomes like the foundation is the hard part, right? And sometimes whenever you're walking away from a game and coming back, the foundation is just like you keep having to reconstruct it. But once you have that base, then building off of that's good stuff. That's been my experience in gaming, at least, especially with like competitive games like Dota 2 and stuff like that. Getting that foundation down is the hard part. And that's true for Noita though. That's the thing that I always hear whenever people stop by. I always can picture like, okay, they're struggling with that, just getting that basics down, you know, strong, like a strong understanding. There's some kind of fundamental that they don't have quite right. Now each player can struggle with different fundamentals, but it is something fundamental. Still running, like physically running. I haven't gotten in nearly as much running lately as I'd like to because I've been so focused on trying to get DunkBot stuff to progress. But I still, you know, I go shoot some hoops every once in a while. Play a little basketball like once a week just to get some outdoor time, some outdoor activity. But my goal is once I live in a DunkBot 2.0 world, I will probably go on a more of an exercising arc in my life to try to be healthy. For now, I'm no life in it. Who do you play basketball with? Usually solo. There's a dude that I've met up there that he's like almost there every week when I'm up there, so kind of like, I guess, friends with that guy. We usually just talk sports and shoot around. Dude, like, I would be afraid to even attempt to dunk right now. My Achilles would just like fucking explode.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
That's why I'm like, oh my god. Something chaotic polyed into Steve. That could have been much worse. That could have been Big Steve. We got lucky. Game! Stop being annoying. Just swapped back into stream. I thought it was TI for a second. My brain did too. It's like, what the hell's happening? Why is Steve here? Yeah, we got some re-rolls to do. Good idea. We got plenty of time left. I mean, you know, we're going to be going for at least another probably 3.5, 4 hours today. So we got some time to adventure around. I also want to decide on how we're going to approach the oiled up portion of our challenge. So oil is supposed to be a big element of our run today. Let me just get back to the home base area, and then we'll decide if we're going to be doing fungal shifting, how we're going, what we're going to do. Let me run this way. Run, run, run. All right, so again, normally would grab exploding corpses. Today is a very specific situation where we need to eat polymage corpses, and I don't want to deal with the struggle of the polymage corpses exploding. I'm kind of sad rolling past that. That is an amazing perk. Not great for today. Homing shots is kind of whatever. I mean, it's not that bad, but I don't want to deal with it today, so we're going with another roll. Damn, we are getting scammed right now. We are getting scammed hard. Pheromone for money? True, that's a great idea. If we need to... Actually, we could get a good chunk of money, couldn't we? Because we have a lot of wands. I like it. Good thinking, Aurora. Alright, we're setting up our statue to make a small, kind of like a cup that we can hold the pheromone. And then with our pheromone, we will sell the wands that we're planning to not use. So any wand that we're not going to use, we can drop into the pheromone and we would get money for it. This is a normal mechanic that's been in Noita for a couple years now. It's not used very often, so there's always new guys that see it for the first time and they're usually pretty shocked. They're like, hold up! But it's one of the reasons that pheromone is considered one of the better, you know, materials in the game. One of the best. Is the fact that you can generate such large amounts of money from it is, you know, damn useful. Especially for newer players who, you know, the more experience you get, usually money, you don't have as many money struggles. But newer players definitely struggle with money more often because, you know, they're spending it more and they don't stay in levels as long. I gotta utilize that. Wow, this is brand new information. I tried the selling mechanic, but my wand's turned alive. What did I do wrong? You left a spell on the wand. The wand needs to be naked. So for example, let's say that I leave, well, just let's say that this one spell is still left on it. Whenever I throw it into it, like so, the wand comes to life. And now there's basically an invisible ghost carrying that wand. Instead, what you want to see is a wand with no spells on it, and then the wand will just become money. Where's that? Hey, floating wand, where are you? What the hell? If I had my tablet with me, I could just throw a tablet at it and it will kill it. I'm trying to bring it over to this edge. Get over here. There he is. Okay. Okay, now he's taunting me. You! Get over. You can't just shoot him, well... You can shoot them like regular if you happen to get it to explode in the exact spot that it needs to explode, but you can't shoot them normally. It's basically, it can be tricky. Things like explosives are really good against them, but I don't have many explosives right now. Hey, 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 nope, nope. Hey, oh. Wait, did he just die? Did he time out? Oh, I guess he timed out. Well, we're good. So this time, instead of having a spell on there, we drop it onto the ground. And we kill him, or we sell off the wand this way. sometimes the pheromone gets displaced because of the gold nuggets, and you have to wait for the pheromone to refill back up. It's a whole thing. Technically, you could farm infinite money still using that trick, because if you put a spell in a wand and then drop it into here and then kick something into it, it will die and it will drop a nugget of gold. And you could technically do that just forever, but you would drive yourself crazy because you would just be getting 10 gold at a time. It'd be really slow. So the selling of the wand mechanic is much faster and kind of a fun way to go about it. All right, so real quickly, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna look up some information about our run. So normally, you don't have to do this, but today we're wanting to do something kind of silly, like an oil-based run, meaning we want oil to be plentiful. So we're gonna look down to the fungal shifts right in this area and see if there's anything that we could do, like some kind of crazy oil run. Anything oil crazy. Diamond into oil, not that crazy. Acid into oil, not that crazy. Fungus into oil. Oil into oil, wow. That's not a bad idea. Smoke into oil. So then fire will give off oil, which will make, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we have to get it inside of a flask. We have to get the smoke into a flask, which I'm trying to remember. It's like fire and something. This is why it's good to have Woat's website, which is the bartender website, which is just bartender.runfast.com, and you say reactions finder, and we're gonna say we want the product to be smoke. I don't know which smoke it is, but I'm gonna assume this smoke, let's say. Or just read Latali. Fire into anything that burns is infinite loop. Oh, okay. Fire into anything. Wait, can it be the regular fire that is the one that is that naturally fills a flask? I remember there's different forms of fire, and I can't remember which is the fire that we want. No, it has to be fire. So not the liquid fire. So you're saying go with. Do you remember which one it? No, not this one. So this liquid fire is the one that is that you sometimes will find a flask that just says fire, and we are looking for this form of fire. This is where Noita gets weird, is because they named multiple materials the same name, and so it's like these things that you can only find out if you dig into the code or try out a ton of different reactions yourself. It's a whole pain in the ass thing. So mostly oil and a little lava. Okay, mostly oil and a little lava. We can make that happen. So again, I'll point out exactly what we're talking about in a second, but thank you, Latali. That one is exactly what we needed to know. And we'll do it for number 9. That was a great idea, chat. So shift number 9 will shift fire into oil. This should result in oil that then catches fire, instead of, it will actually create more oil. This should make the loop, right, Latali? We should end up with its. Would that one need to be smoke, or would that one just, if it's oil that makes oil, will it immediately just put it out? Would things still burn? Yes. If we do it correct, it will actually create a loop where it'll go crazy. I just can't remember if it needs to be the fire directly or if it should be the smoke. Chase, check this for a clip. Oh, we're going to have a good clip. Clip of fire to oil. Yes. Oops. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Yes, this is what we're needing. So that will be the fire to oil. This is perfect. This is perfect. So this should qualify for the oiled up run, which means our next thing is we need to also look into how we're going to survive this happening in our world, which coincidentally, that was the reason I started to look all this up, because in my head, I was like, okay, that if you picture that happening in your game, you have to reevaluate how some of the perks, how valuable some of the perks are. One of them being Breathless. In a world that's filling up with oil, Breathless now becomes something pretty nice because you don't have to worry about suffocating. So, yeah, Breathless and Fire Immunity are two really big things I want to get my hands on in this run. So go ahead, we'll grab the Breathless now. Normally, Breathless is not something I would say you should focus on getting. It's kind of a waste of a perk. But in this case, it's pretty good. And thank you, Latali, for reminding me how to get that set up. It's been a while since we tried to do any kind of crazy reactions like infinite oil loop. And we'll focus on doing that. Oh, we do need to start doing some of the fungal shifting now, right? Because it's 9 shifts. 9 is pretty good. Lord, it's snowing like crazy right now. What? Snowing like crazy? Meanwhile, it's like we're melting over here in Texas. It's still hot as fuck. All right, the first one is shifts. I guess I can show it on stream so that people will, if they ever want to look up fungal shifts and learn, they can understand too. So the first shift on this seed, it's today's daily run. Which, by the way, this website is just noitool.com, and you can type in any seed, and it will help you, know what's going on. So flammable gas, poisonous gas, fungal gas, toxic gas, these are all one family. They're all one group. So this whole group is going to turn into water. So first fungal shift, it means no matter what we do, even if we hold a flask of teleportadium, pheromone, ambrosia, it doesn't matter what we hold. If fate has already decided that first shift is going to be that specific thing, that family into water, no matter what you do. So we might as well just go eat the fungus and get that one shift out of the way because there's a cooldown. And when there's cooldowns, it means you might as well start burning those cooldowns whenever you have time to spare, I guess. Because it does suck whenever the only thing you're waiting on is cooldowns. So shift number 1. There we go. Shift number 1. You got negative 10 degrees Celsius, and Grammy's up north has negative 29. Holy moly. Grammy's living in an igloo. Meanwhile here, it's 5 a.m. Meaning, like, the sun's going to be coming up in a little bit, so you should expect it to be pretty damn cold, right? And it is currently 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which, chat, what's the Celsius on that? My brain has been doing a poor job of my guessing conversions lately. You know what? I'm going to guess one more. It is 30 degrees Celsius. Nailed it. 21 degrees Celsius. Fuck, I was way off on that one. Wait, is 30 degrees like 100? Hold on. You think it's hot? I consider it's the middle of the night in November in Texas. Yeah, I would say that's pretty damn hot. $21 at 5 a.m. Yeah, yep. It's a little warm. Ooh, wait. Oh shit. Oil blood.
Oh no.
That's gonna be spicy. We gotta do it, right?
Do it.
It fits the run.
Do it.
We're oiled up.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
86 degrees Fahrenheit is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. It actually, so then it reached a little over 30 degrees Celsius just the other day.
Do it.
Sent you a snowy picture on Discord? Oh shit, I gotta see it, chat. Hold up. As a Texan, I get excited. All right. Oh man, what? What the hell? That looks awesome. That's crazy. That's happening right now. Listen, if this was happening right now, I would not be streaming. I mean, first off, I'd want to be outside. I would want to be watching it just because it'd be, snow only happens like once a year here at max. Not even that amount of snow. And I probably wouldn't be able to stream anyways because the power grid would have failed. Because the last time we saw snow like this, I was a streamer 3 or 4 years ago. Some of the old school community members know I didn't stream for several days because I couldn't stream. I had no power. And that's what the snow looked like. But that yeah, that was good times. Well, good times until the power grid went out. Then it became bad times. It became very bad times. Texas doesn't have stuff for people to survive that type of snow. Yeah, they weren't prepared for it. We have some snow plows and stuff, but yeah, it wasn't enough to do all the side roads, and then when things started falling apart, it really fell apart. What is that still doing up there in my spells? I don't need that. What the? Ooh, this is huge. I like that. That's going to be simple digging. Another damage plus. I guess we push this here. Money. You know what? We can go without that for now. The damage is so crazy anyways. As a North Texan, we didn't have water or heat for 3 days. Yes, Reckless knows. He was there. One of my fellow struggle peeps. Did you also get the text on your phone that said, "Do not"? It was called. I'd never seen it before in my life. It popped up and it says "boil water warning," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And it says, "Before consuming any water, make sure you boil it," because basically during the power outages, I guess they had like a temporary downage of the water plant. And, but I had no fucking power. And I had no fireplace. How the fuck was I gonna boil water? Like, so basically, it got crazy, man. I had no gas. Yeah, there was no gas. It was an apartment. Apartments here, I don't think they make apartments here with gas. I don't think it's a thing. I could be wrong. I've never been in an apartment that had gas, let's put it that way. Little camper gas range top is amazing. Yeah, that would have been like, I was not prepared. Let's put it that way there, Cat. I wish I was of that mindset back then. Because you think, what the hell? When would something like that ever happen? Oh, it happened. Gotta have some bottled water at home. Well, we did have a little bit of bottled water, but nothing that was going to be like surviving for days. So first thing I did is we had to rush up to the store and try to find a way to get, I think they did the little, like where they would bring it out to your car, their groceries, because if you remember that was during COVID times and all that kind of crap. And yeah, there was like most of the, oh shit, most of the water brands were completely sold out because everybody was doing the same thing. People were like hoarding water. It was wild. So we bought like one of those things that normally you see in like offices. You know those like water jugs that you like put up, you flip upside down and then people use it to dispense into little like water cups or whatever. Yeah, I had that. That was what we were using. Toilet paper too. Yeah, we like it's funny because one of the guys in our community, Vint, during the time that there was the toilet paper shortage and hoarding and all that craziness, which is basically a shortage that was created because people were hoarding, which sounds really stupid, but it happened. And a dude in our community actually was the very first person in the channel to ever hit 1 million channel points. And so I was like, oh shit, we got to do something special to commemorate this 1 million channel points. Vint, what cosmetic do you want? And he was like, I'm going to make something. And so he made himself a cosmetic for our community that represents his 1 million deposit, and it's the, actually I can just show it. Who's got it? Somebody in the channel probably has it. If you have, what was it called? The holy toilet paper or some shit? Who's got it? Somebody's gotta have it. Don't you break my heart, chat. The sacred toilet paper, yeah, something like, what is this? You don't, Lude? Vint would be disappointed in you. It was before your time. Oh no, I needed that. Well, we can do another shift now, at least. At least there's that. John just flexed. Oh wait, did he have it? Sorry, I was looking away. Use the 50 channel point. Let me see. You have it, Dunk? I'll equip it if I have to. Don't make. Oh, yes, there it is. He's looking jacked with that toilet paper over there, by the way. Yes, the little wings in the toilet paper. Yes, that was literally because it's just kind of like, it's funny because it's a 1 million deposit, but it's kind of hard to remember when these million deposits happen, but you can kind of put that one in a time frame since it was, the topic at the time. Because Chad would always be stopping by, like, because somehow, that shit was even making news in other countries about like, the Americans are hoarding toilet paper. And they're like, what the hell's going on in America? Shift number 2 is water. And oh, no.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drunk.
water, brine, and chili water into silver, and it doesn't matter what we do, it's going to make that shift happen. So, oh, it's not just an American thing. During that time period, I thought there was only Americans that were having the toilet paper shortage. Was it happening internationally as well? I don't remember that part. I feel like I remember lots of people in chat pointing and laughing. Milk, yes, exactly. Milk is the move right now. Good call, chat. Good call. Now we had idiot toilet hoarders in the Netherlands. Oh shit. Haha, so now we're not the only ones being made fun of this time. We're not alone. Oh, it even happened over in Taiwan. Okay, so this really was a worldwide thing. Alright, I guess I'm so used to, like, whenever something really stupid's happening, it's usually like everybody's kind of pointing and laughing. And I was just remembering it being one of those times, like getting laughed at, but I guess we were all stupid together as a family. There was a wand that I wanted to grab, but I lost it. Oh wait, there it is. I found you. I think it would be a much better teleport wand than our current one. And we can upgrade it, which is cool. Let's run right now. We're doing a Gourd Moon quest. Essentially, it involves grabbing all the essences and carrying them to the Dark Moon.
This guy right now, he is
Chainsaw. Even though the spread is a little ugly. Oh, well, it should be good enough. Why the ships then? Oh, and we're also supposed to, on top of it, do an oil themed, you know, kind of on top of the quest. Shown some love to Oil Baron, who was gifting sub bombs at the start of stream, so chat was like, we gotta make it oil themed. And here we are, lubing up, getting prepared to lube up at least. Spiral Arc is kind of nice. Critical on burning, well, the whole world's gonna be burning later. Maybe one of the rare times it could be useful.
Humans as a species are dumb as fuck. Food, not water, meth, toilet paper. Oh yeah. I can see Earth in post-apocalyptic era when some fucker kill other person over a half roll of paper.
Oh yeah, there was fights. There was fights definitely happening. People were like, back off my toilet paper. That is mine. I remember a dude getting stabbed at a Popeyes whenever they had that whole their Popeyes chicken sandwich first came out. And I remember at the time I hadn't eaten a Popeyes chicken sandwich. I just heard all the hype where everybody was going crazy over it. Like, oh my god. I was like, that is the dumbest shit. And then I had a Popeyes chicken sandwich and I was like, I'd probably stab a guy for this. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Oh, I understand. Exactly. All of a sudden I became very aggressive around my Popeyes chicken sandwich. Back the fuck up! This is mine! This is mine! Is Mist with damage field a viable way to kill Squidward? Does he copy the projectiles with their modifiers? I don't think he does any copying of the... He does copy certain projectiles and try to shoot them back. The Mist with the damage field, I don't think he copies it at all. He just sits on top of them and damages them. It's not a bad method. Like, it's actually a pretty decent one. To kill the regular one, the one that we're going to be fighting is a buffed version. I don't think I think he would just be he would just tank, you know, take a little longer to kill. I think he still would be vulnerable to it just the same, though. We'll find out. What the hell is going on in this area? There's a heart here. Ooh, a crit on water. That's kind of interesting. What are the stats on this? Ooh, there's an Uko to our left as well. Ooh, a second heart. Oh, that was a spell refresher, not a second heart. I heard another Uko. Oh, there he is. There's like 3 or 4 Ukos right next to each other. Kind of a crazy seed. Not as crazy as that one, but... why is there a heart here? There's worm blood, so I guess the worm died over here is the only thing I can think of. I also want this wand to grab that speed. Have a need for speed. We also want the personal fireball thrower. This is, damn, we're getting just so much loot. Too much loot. Spin. We have a heavy. I guess we aren't going to be using this for digging. I thought I was. Yes, not. This is garbage. Alright, this is in a good spot. Now we shoot the black hole. Piss off the gods a little bit. Almost kicked that too early. Roll that. Dice is nice. Stupid dice. Should have never believed in those damn dice.
Do it.
I want, this is like a really useful one, by the way. We're definitely going to make use of that. We have to. When are we going to lotion up the run? Oh, don't worry. We're getting there. In fact, we've already done 2 fungal shifts, and our next one is, okay. This is kind of an important one to know if you're interested in fungal shifting stuff. It's going to be diamond into diamond. This is not good. Because if you see diamond into diamond, it is not a family. It is one material into the same exact material. If this ever happens, the result is, instead, it is a random other fungal shift. This can be scary because if you have very specific plans, you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I need this material, I need that material. This here, since it's going to do a random different fungal shift, could affect one of those materials that you're planning to use later and could fuck everything up. I have had that happen before. It was a damn nightmare. So our option here would be that we could hold the material and have diamond turn into that held material, and we avoid that moment of randomness. Try to control the chaos. So, diamond into, I don't know, it doesn't matter. We could do like pheromone, blood, whatever. Oil, that's good thinking. We are doing oiled up run. That's what we'll turn it into. We'll turn it into oil. Oh, actually, this could work. We go this. We attach on personal fireball thrower. Good, good. Lots of digging bolts on here. So we'll put one there for now. Okay, we need this heal, don't we? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up a healer station in this area. So let's find a healer. And then we'll use that. Oh, well, this healer is like, use me! No, don't shoot the healer! I hate these guys sometimes. I swear they can hear me. They're like, don't shoot the healer. And they're like, okay, so shoot the healer directly in the face? Immediately? Got it. Don't worry, we'll find another one. They're not that rare in here. Fuck your healers, they deserve it. Excuse me? Do what to those healers? There's a healer. There we go. Why is he healing the ground? Stop that healer. Get over here. No, don't look at that guy. He's gonna shoot you. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of explosives. Okay, healer, come here. Get away from the fumes. Alright, let's put some pheromone on this guy. Alright, we have us a nice healer. I'd prefer if we had him in a safe spot before I go leaving him. Somewhere where maybe he can't drown himself. Oh my god, I shot that healer. That was my bad. Sorry, healer. Forgive me. Alright, he lost his pheromone effect. That's good, because enemies will shoot him when he has the hearts over his head. So you kind of don't want him having them. I'm just trying to pull him a little ways away from the exit. Oh no. Oh no. No! He's making it so difficult. Alright, now what we do is we run away as fast as we can. So hopefully he will lose track of me. Oh, is that a separate healer? No, that's a different guy. We want him to lose track. Good, good, good. Consume. Yeah, I know. Oh, there's a pouch right there. Perfect timing. Right as you're saying consume. Looks like we're gonna have to let go of something. Damn it. Kind of need everything that I have here. I want everything. Alright, it's gonna be kind of a weird choice, but I'm gonna actually put down the pheromone. Go to the eye room now. That is true. It would use up my telly flask. What is the last item? That is a potion from the guys that throw potions. Their potions, whenever you grab them, are shaped differently to let you know that they actually hold a different amount of liquid. They only hold half the amount of a normal potion. So they're kind of like crappier potions. But whenever he first throws them, they say 200% full. So 200% of a flask that holds half as much means that currently it's holding a normal amount of teleportadium. But if you empty it out to 0, when you fill it back up, it does not go back to 200%. It only fills up to 100%, which means once it's been used, you can only reuse it as a regular flask with half the carrying capacity, which is shit. Never caught one of those, thank you. Yeah, no problem. They're you know, he throws a couple things that can be useful. I mean, if you're looking for pheromone, he does throw pheromone, but the main one that I'm usually looking for whenever I'm near him is the teleportadium potions. These can be pretty valuable. And we have lots of plans. I just got to get everything in order, and it all starts with getting our hands on that darn fungus. There it is. I found it using my God Gamer skills. Alright, we run over here. We drop the fungus. The higher up you drop it, the more fungus you get. So if you're looking to make a whole lot of fungus, then teleport way up high. Drop that fungus. Teleport way up, then get killed by the bridge boss. No, the bridge boss won't spawn in on us until we run to his, oops, bounced right off that bridge. Till we run to his trigger points, which, his teleport point should be over in that area. Not a teleport point, his, trigger point, which will spawn him in. There's 2 of them. You have to touch 2 trigger points. I've only touched, like, 1 of them, I guess. Kind of. Even there, I didn't really get that close. Okay, I did a bad job organizing things. But consume. Oh yeah, but we wanted it to be oil. You know what? Just to keep things pushing forward, I'm just gonna make it into blood for now. Oil would have been better, but it's just diamond. Diamond is such a rare thing anyways. It's not gonna affect anything. So I'm holding on to the blood with a 1% oil, which mathematically, lol. Just rounding. Alright, diamond. So diamond turned into blood. It's whatever. Then we're going over here. So real quickly, what we're going to try to do is we're trying to get a quick Alchemist kill, which will give us infinites. If we have infinites, it means we can use black hole infinitely forever. Because they're, well, Greek letters. I shouldn't call them infinites. It will give you Greek letters, which allow you to shoot spells with charges infinitely, never run out of charges. So we're gonna we want to apply the personal fireball thrower to the Alchemist. It's definitely not my favorite method to kill him, but it is a method. It's a pretty common method actually, because the spell is actually not that rare. Like lately especially, we find ourselves using this method. Oh shit, almost jumped into that. Oh come on. It didn't apply the one I wanted. Hold on. Gotta wait on this shield. There we go. There we go. Alright. We applied. It was a shuffle wand. In case you're curious why it didn't work the first time, is because it shoots in a random order, and sometimes it shoots with the personal fireball thrower applied, sometimes it doesn't have it applied. Obviously the way that he's moving right now is not good. Very not good. God damn it. Where is he? Oh, he's doing the classic. Get your ass back here. Is he coming? He's thinking about it. He's getting lit up now. He broke out of the chain. Wait, he's getting lit up again. We're gonna have to reapply it, that's for sure. Oh, get your ass back here. Oh, shit, that one went around the corner. That was unlucky. I thought it was the final shot. Yeah, he's gonna stop exploding soon. Yeah. He's done. So it's because it only lasts for a certain amount of time. Got him. You have to get him in that chain of explosions. There he goes. There he goes. Aw, he's out of it. He's so close. Yeah, there he goes. Finally, that last one really caught him. Finally. Alright, we sprint on over here, and 2 of them are good. I like the Gamma, and I like the Tau. And we out! We got what we came for. I don't see a max applied thing. I think you could have a piercing spark bolt fireball thrower to put multiple on him. Wait, really? Is that a thing? Didn't know that, if that's true. I should try that out. I could have swore we've tried to apply multiple to him before and never had any results. Did it say 10? Test? Test. Alright, we're in here. We don't really need that setup anymore, but the cool thing is we also don't need these black holes anymore. So we can shoot those away. We need the black hole, but we don't need them to have... oh, did I just anger the gods? I wasn't paying attention. Forgot I hadn't pissed them off yet. We'll have to go deal with Steve real quick to... Oh no, I had pissed him off. Yeah, I had pissed him off. I was gonna say, what? Forgot. So, the digging is in a good place. We have infinite digging, and it's very fast right now. Keep in mind that whenever you're using a Tau, try to help out the new guys. Tau is one of those kind of weird Greek letters where, yes, you can use it to infinite, just like that part's normal. But when it comes to applying the modifiers, normally with the other Greek letters, you're like, hey, I want this speed up on this Greek letter, and you're like, hey, it works, it speeds up the black holes. But Tau, since it copies the 2 following spells, it actually is advantageous to put the modifier that you want in front of it with the projectile you want it on, because this results in casting the speed up twice. So if I put it here, 1 speed up. If I put it here, 2 speed ups. Notice the speed difference. 1, 2. You get the idea. All right, and this one, so in this case, we actually have a total of 3 speed ups being applied to the black hole, which, woo, yeets it like crazy.
I really wish you guys could see this.
Boom, there it is. Okay, so we are moving on to this one here, and Berserkium, Pheromone, and Invisibilium are going to turn into whiskey. Oh, man, or I could turn something else into whiskey, but I guess I like to let the most of the fungal shifts play out unless it ruins our kind of run that we have in mind for the day. So we will just let this shift away to whiskey because that's what the Noita gods wanted to do. So saving that pheromone was pointless. We're at the mercy of the Noita gods. Don't you need pheromone for Mimicium? Ah, fuck, you're right. I probably should have did that quest first. True. We don't really need Mimicium today. But yeah, you are right if we wanted to do that quest. We can do it. We can grab it in hell. We have to go to hell anyways. There'll be Mimicium there. But again, I don't know what purpose we have for it. So I'm making a bit of a greedy move real quick. Let's see if there is a heart mage nearby. I have ambrosia. I grabbed the orb, kind of not thinking, but whatever. Well, looks like we're not getting a easy heart mage. No big deal. We'll just get our health through other ways. There are always many ways to stack up your HP. We can still do the heart mage trick in several other places in the world too. if we were insistent on doing that method. But I want to check, or not check, well, I guess check his loots that he drops. You gotta run ended by Weakening Mage in here. Oh, that's kind of a unique loss. Weakening Mage in the pyramid. I'm trying to think what thing. I guess if you like melee immunity, if you got Weakening Mage for melee immunity, then you sprint it up to the boss because you're like, oh, I'm melee immune and I'm not afraid. The boss just said, what's up, bitch? Dude, chill. Alright, I didn't really have the highest damage build going here, so we're a little bit limping along in that fight. Ooh. Well, hello, hello. This is my kind of wand right here. Even a little bit of an oil trail, because why not? Recoil damper, pretty cool. Reduced lifetime, all pretty neat stuff. And is there anything else we need? Copy random spell. Grab it. No, is the weakening ghost thingy the thing with the status? Oh, the rare one. You're talking about where is he? This one here. This one gives off like an aura around him that if you happen to walk into it, you take 10 times damage. So yeah, that one is a very realistic one for how you could get got. Still rare though, because the enemy is rare. So on the rare occasion you run into him, to also get hit with damage at that same moment is quite unfortunate, but it is basically what the devs, I think, dreamed up. The perfect Noita experience. Next fungal shift is supposed to be blood into pea soup. Now that Mimicium is kind of looking tempting, because I'm going to need milk Mimicium. I could hold something and turn it into pea soup, but is that going against the gods? Uko can pee on you? It's so stupid. Can you light up oil trail automatically? Light it up automatic. Oh yeah, like put something with it that will ignite the trail as we do it. Yeah, you definitely can. Oh shit, do I do the fungal shift too early? Uh-oh. What's the timer at? Yeah. Blebberdeck says too early. 30 seconds. I hope it doesn't happen the same moment I go to pour out fungus. That would be very unfortunate.
Today is my birthday. I don't really have anyone to share it or celebrate it with, so I hope both Dunk and chat don't mind too much if I use some bits TTS to farm birthday wishes from this amazing community. Cat KISS feels birthday man.
Thanks for the support, Bayhue. Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday. Woo! That's like part of adulthood, right? Like whenever you hit like a certain age and you're no longer like in, you know, have like your high school friends or whatever around, you kind of hit a certain age, you're like, oh, I'm heading to work today. On my birthday? What the fuck? My boss is not showing respect to my birthday? How fucking dare he? But these days, it's kind of weird. Like as a streamer, it kind of like reverts. So as a kid, I guess it depends on your family, right? Some families, they don't go hardcore on birthdays. But my mom always made a big deal, you know, on your birthday. It was exciting, all that kind of stuff. You know, go up through high school, all that. It's your birthday, it's a big deal. Then you hit college age. Still got around some of maybe your friend group. But me, as I got older, you know, my friend group gets smaller and smaller. People move away, get jobs. It keeps them busy, all that kind of crap. So eventually, you know, as you're hitting your birthday, nothing special's going on, you know, besides, you know, a call from my mom, happy birthday, little stuff like that. But then I left, you know, working in the library system, working a real full-time job, and became a streamer, and it reverted, and now you guys are like, woo, it's your fucking birthday. I'm like, yo, it's my birthday. So it went back to being like a little kid again. And so it's like, chat is like showing me like all this like, you know, birthday, chat writes like a birthday card. Everybody has all this stuff. So it's like you kind of revert to being like a kid again as like a content creator. Ah, the good old man-child life. But Bayhue, my point is, I appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks for the love. I hope you have an amazing birthday. And yeah, it's, I guess, the part of growing up. So You can be a man child like me and become a content creator, and then you can celebrate your birthday forever. Well, I mean forever. Until they, you know, until they discover immortality, then truly will be forever, but hold up. Go ahead and put this at the end. This goes here. It's gonna be a double trigger. It's gonna be kind of funky. So 1, this is a 3. 1, 2, 3. This into a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This at the very end should shoot pretty good. That's pretty good. And then we can even throw on a heavy right here. And then usually the heavy gives you terrible recoil. But that's why we have the recoil damper. Woo!
Nope.
Did Dunk unprompted make his wand 1 frame? Well, it is a 2 cast, so it's kind of annoying to not 1 frame it. You know how that goes. I would have half my DPS if I could. The problem with saying DPS only would make sense if you're talking about you never run out of mana. Because you can't say like, oh, your DPS is this, but like you can only sustain for such a, like half the amount of time. So you're like, well, what's the point? But I get it whenever you're talking about I have infinite mana and I can shoot forever. Then obviously halving your DPS is a little bit more on the silly side. I agree there. But look how fast we run out of mana here. Just no time at all. All right. Speaking of running out of mana. Okay. Had to complain a little bit. The game was like, all right, we hear you. All right, so this is a 5 cast. We're actually going to rotate this out for a 4 cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have to get rid of one of these temporarily. And then that opens up space for our add mana. And then now we have infinite. Woo! And progress forward. Plasma for bridge boss. We could. There's actually even a homing. Now that you mention it, it sounds kind of tempting. How's the timer looking? We got probably about another 2.5 hours before I need to be all powerful, doing everything. We got time. Plenty of time. Consume. What is our next shift supposed to... Okay, the flask broke into whiskey. We already knew about that shift. We just lost blood turned into pea soup. Then acid is about to turn into lava, which is fine with us. So we can just do this shift. Let it ride. Thank you, by the way, to the person that spilled bread, keeping me on track here.
This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Which is fine by me. The drill... So the drill... it digs only slightly better than the bolt, but it does no damage. It does 0 damage. Even if it claims it does damage, it is a lie. The devs did not put a damage component on this digging blast. Unless you're talking about, like, there was another drill that you want me to put on there, but if there's a digging blast that we could have added to the payload for slightly better digging, but a lower DPS, which I would rather not deal with. Are we doing fungal shifts? We're trying to set up a run. We're calling it an oiled up run, where basically the world is going to fill up with oil, like everywhere. Did those fish all just run into a pile and die? Did I see that correctly? So I threw up lava. They ran through the lava, then the explosion of dead fish. Nice. Nice. I need to grab the heal.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Legalize nuclear bombs. Alright, so now we need to look for the free spell room. Our damage is crazy, so we don't have to worry about too much. Actually, I kind of need the downwards LARPA. Upwards LARPA may work, but we do need to move the Dark Moon, which is a whole discussion we haven't even been having yet today. And if anybody doesn't know, it'll make sense when we get there. But we're gonna have an extra problem. Anytime you have an account where you've done all of the stuff, like you have a file, I guess I should say, where you've already done all the achievements, there's going to be a slight issue because of the challenge we're doing today. There's going to be a sun sitting on top of what we need. I don't think we need to do anything with the luminous trail. That one's kind of crazy, though. So what I'm going to do is we are heading... We still got to go to the free spell room, but I figured we can go down to do this maybe a bit faster. Go over to here. Check this. That one's not bad. Hello, Steve. Goodbye, Steve. Gas fire. Nah. Oh, I forgot to get the gold. We went all the way out to the pyramid with the infinite digging, then we didn't grab it. That is chat's fault. That is not my fault. God damn it, chat. You had one job. How dare you fail me on your one job? I'm gonna swap this. Tau is 90. So... that doesn't quite work. We have to put another double in there. It digs pretty well, but we could also substitute some stuff. What specific fungal shifts result are you looking for to create a oiled world? Basically, you can take, you know when you have oil, it's flammable, right? Like the top of it will ignite. So essentially, what we're trying to do is that fire that the oil creates, we're going to turn that fire into oil. So it means an oil will ignite, and instead of creating fire on top of it, it makes more oil. So oil that's on fire makes more oil. That oil the new oil will also catch on fire, which will make more oil. So essentially it just starts expanding, filling your entire world with just flaming oil, essentially. Wait, oil is flammable? BRB, gotta get in the kitchen quickly. He's like, I got some ideas. He's got some ideas he needs to cook up, literally. The reason I'm kind of pausing for a moment because we could make some kind of decent travel wand, I think. It may be a bit funky. Like this. No, we need to throw on an extra one of these. Without the add mana, it's just kind of ugly, isn't it? Guess you could do it like this in this case. You could go all three of these together. Dunk is trying to delete his character. Oh, my bad. Good thing you said that. I forgot. It's not small teleport bolts. We could accidentally end up shooting a wisp. Did we shoot one? I don't think so. Basically, if you shoot a reduce on a teleport bolt, regular teleport bolt, small teleport bolt, it's good. But on a regular teleport bolt, you could end up making what's called a wisp. And you have to get kind of unlucky for it all to set up perfectly. But you could shoot it in such a way that actually falls through the world. And if that happens, imagine a teleport bolt that's falling just for a long time. So you can have a teleport bolt falling through the world. Let's say I fired it right now. And if you look at the map, so imagine this, that I'm in a mountain, I'm in this holy mountain right here. And I shoot a teleport bolt that has an infinite lifetime, meaning that it doesn't naturally time out. Because normally you shoot a teleport bolt, it flies for a little bit and then it times out. And when it times out, it will pull the character to this new point. But if it has an infinite lifetime and it starts to fall through the world, you would say, well, it's going to hit stuff. There's stuff in the way. But you got to remember that outside your area that's currently loaded around you, it's empty. So if it can find a way to get outside the current area around you without running into stuff to cause it to trigger off, the bolt will just start falling through the world. And what can happen is, and actually we had a guy stop by in the last week that had it happen, and it will fall. Potentially for I don't know, it could be 20 minutes or some shit. It just is falling. And then after a certain amount of time, it can actually get to such an extreme range that Latalia probably explained what exactly causes it to all of a sudden fire off. But if it does, until something ends it. Okay, so so basically you would have this teleport bolt that's falling through the world that is just going to keep falling forever. But then if something was to cast like a thing that kills all spells, it will include that teleport bolt that's off into like nowhere land, I guess. Because normally it's kill all spells that are loaded in. So I don't know how exactly it would qualify that, what would kill that teleport bolt, but it does happen. There are things that kill that teleport bolt that's off in this unloaded territory. And when that happens, it will pull your character. What maybe normally would take you hours and hours worth of, traveling to get to, and it will pull you from wherever you're at to that location. Meaning the only way for you to get back is you would have to travel for hours.
This fucking house like a goddamn dump truck.
You would have to travel for hours to get back to the surface, and you would be in hell. So most likely you're probably not making it out of there alive. You're probably just dead. But yeah, it does happen every once in a while. It's kind of like a freak setup of like different things running into each other. For some reason, it also fails to check for space in a way that lets it succeed when it's far enough. It's funny. Yeah. So point is, of the whole ranting, be careful when you put reduced lifetime on a telebolt, which is exactly what I was doing because I was not thinking. You want to put Nala on the teleport bolt, not small telly. All right, let's move all of our stuff back. Would you mod restart? Would a mod restart prevent it from teleporting you? Oh, yeah, I would imagine so, right? Unless Latali says there's some scenario that in that moment it instantly teleports you because of it. But mod restarts do cause you to lose ownership of projectiles. So it makes perfect sense that should prevent it if you ever did say like, oh shit, like if you knew that is what was going to take place, you could, avoid it. Yeah, Latali says, yeah, mod restart would save you. So I guess the loss of ownership is all you need. In fact, we could do that in a moment if we weren't paying attention and accidentally fired it off. Mod restarts re-randomize the projectile lifetime, so it'd have to magically fall back on the wisp value. But it doesn't also lose ownership, so even if it did re-wispify it, it wouldn't know that you're the one to pull to it. Latali says yes. All entities get new IDs. Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't have to worry. You could end up with still having a wisp teleport bolt, but one that would not pull you to. So you'll be fine. Kind of just looking at the resources that the jungle has to offer. You guys know me. I always say the jungle is the place to go for upgrades. And I also want to go back to the hiisi base. It's just my pacing is a little bit off in this run, so I'm trying to do several things at once. We still need to check the free spell room, which I have infinite black holes, and I have Telly to get there, so I'm not concerned about that. But what I am concerned about is some of the missing resources we have. I would like to get another add mana, would help things a lot. Let's just kill the dragon and get everything we need from it, right? Everything we need. This is not anything that we need, actually. This is the complete opposite. God damn it. That's a good Telly wand for us. I like it. Come on, add mana. Not really. Shield. Sure. Ooh, and faster movement. Sure. There we go. Now we go back up. Everything we don't need. Yeah, we didn't need anything on that dragon wand. That's kind of sad. Ooh, this is huge. This is really big for us. So this is one of those things I was saying that we could use. There's several things we needed. Deadly Heal gives us a sustain. meaning that we can stay alive through all the bullshittery. And we have a great Greek letter for it too. Let me just, you know what, we need to find a non-shuffle for it. So let's, first we use it to heal, I guess, and then we'll decide from there. Toss those on the ground. Big heal, big homing. We already have another big homing somewhere else. So get rid of all the charges. You have spells / cast 3. Yeah, but the problem is I need the looping of the piercing to be guaranteed, which I think it will be random. Like sometimes it will be casting the piercing twice, other times it won't. It's like usually guaranteed. It's like probably you won't die. How about guaranteed I won't die? How's that shift timer looking? Oh yeah, somebody will have to call it out in a moment. Let's see what comes next. We already have that one. We have that one. Oh boy. Oh shit, we are coming up quick on this crap. I'm a little nervous. This is gonna be a spicy one when it arrives. It's gonna be spicy. Let's go ahead and do shift number 7 though. We're back into SEMA. So what's gonna happen here is that we can actually use... So normally, if you put just like one piercing... Oh, this wand can't even cast the one piercing. Oh, fuck. Basically, remember that rant I just went on, teaching you that if you put a piercing here, then it will cast one piercing. If you put it here, it's going to cast it twice. It's going to think there's 2 of them on it. The reason you want 2 of them is because double piercing means double damage removal. So minus 15 damage, minus 15, so minus 30 damage total. Deadly Heal has 30 damage total. So that means it will remove all damage the Deadly Heal can do. So that's exactly what we need to heal up. We just don't have a non-shuffle wand to do it on. The boss wand, the dragon boss wand that he dropped can work. It's just a lot of things about that boss wand was pretty shit, but I guess we are gonna actually need it. After I was just insulting it 2 seconds ago. Yeah, the inverted mono wand actually biting me in the ass on that one. I'm sure we'll probably find another non-shuffle in like no time. We could even use this one actually if we wanted to. That works. Did I just shoot directly over? I guess not. Copy trail. I don't really like that method for removing the Dark Sun. Copy trail's a little funky. Alright, check this out. Tau. Piercing shot. 0 charge deadly heal. I shoot it into the ceiling, like so, and when it hits my character, it does 0 damage to me. Now, let's pretend that I didn't have a method to do that. Like, I could only set it up in a way, because maybe you didn't get a Tau. Maybe you got a Gamma. And this is kind of scary because Gamma casts a copy of the last spell. So this will put piercing on the deadly heal, but it's only removed half the damage. So you have this piercing deadly heal that surely I won't accidentally kill off my character, right? Don't? Okay, I won't risk it. I was trying to show you that it can hurt you. So what I was going to show you, so let's pretend that you don't have the Tau. And just take my word for it that this can hurt the player. But again, you're pretending like you don't have... yes, playing this game and you don't know if it kills. Well, if you play the game, you'd understand why you don't know. So basically what it is it's 15 damage. But because of the way piercing actually works on stuff, sometimes... so piercing happens like every frame. So you can take 15 damage... But after, you know, if your game's running at 60 FPS at 15 damage, that means after like a little over half the, and if you had it pierce you for a little over half a second, it will actually kill you. So it's a matter of, do you think the piercing will hit you so cleanly that it actually kills you before the heal can kick in? It's kind of weird, but if you play a lot, you'll kind of understand the fear. Piercing can be one of those things that you understand what's happening, but it's hard to line up exactly how you want it to happen. Anyways, my quick rant on that was going to be what you could do in this scenario where you don't have enough to remove all of it is you just use Ambrosia. Ambrosia will block all incoming damage, and so what you do is you bounce it off the ceiling, and you see where it said blocked? It tried to hurt me, but the Ambrosia blocked it, and the heal still happens. This could be a method that even though you have 1 HP and you're like, oh shit, this thing will definitely kill me, as long as you're Ambrosia'd, your heal will get through in time. So yeah, Vex says it would do 450 damage in 30 frames, so yeah, we would have to do less than half a second worth of overlap. It's pretty tricky. Use the towel. Yeah, that was what I was just showing to. I guess you weren't here a second ago. That's what I was showing. If you put the towel here, you can safely heal. But what we could do is we could go. Towel can stay here. And in this scenario, we're afraid of the deadly heal accidentally killing me. So piercing, if we put a multicast at the front, everything casts together at once. It already is casting at once right now. But if we put it this way, we can put piercing. So if piercing is at the front here, whenever I fire it, watch this. We fire this, we're good. Move this here, multicast down. Copy random here. This should be safe always. Yes, unless I'm crazy. Maybe crazy. No, we're good. So in this scenario, we've set up the copy random in such a way that it always copies piercing. We know that because since everything's being cast in one group, if you do like this, it's not all one group. You see that see how this casts alone, this casts another thing. Not everything is casting in one group. Put the big multicast down. Okay, everything is casting together. It's always the same shot. Once you have everything casting as one grouping, then it's anything to the right of the copy random is the only stuff that it can copy. So for example, if I was to put a spark bolt here, in this scenario, copy random sometimes can copy the spark bolt. If I put it here, it can never copy the spark bolt as long as they're all being cast in one group. So it can copy it there sometimes, not there. So in this scenario, I put piercing to the right. You say, okay, but there's a deadly heal to the right of it. Deadly heal, just like black hole, there's certain spells that copy random is not allowed to copy, because if it could copy it, you could use it to do infinites. But it doesn't allow you to cast it. Basically, it means like you wouldn't need a Greek letter. You could just use the copy random in black hole forever without ever running. So it says, nope, it ignores things like deadly heal and black hole. So by knowing that copy random is going to ignore the deadly heal, we make it so that the piercing is guaranteed going to be copied, so that we have a safe way to heal and we didn't have to use up our towel. We could keep our towel on that one there, which is pretty cool. Okay, something just rejected my black hole back at me. I appreciate you. Lava to blood. Ooh. Now that's nice. I'm gonna leave my heal for a moment. Oh, jumped past it. Alright, so we have our method for whenever we go down in hell. We have our method to make sure that we don't have to fear lava, which is always nice. And you guys were saying consume, I believe, so yeah, I hear ya. Let me look it up. The next grouping was supposed to be all this bullshit into, so I lose my fungus, turning it into phlegm. So we're gonna hold the material so that we don't lose. We don't want to lose it. And actually, you know what? I'll show you something cool on this shift. Something that has been like a challenge run. I've been wanting to come up with a fun way to do it, but I haven't really come up with any cool ones recently. If you look below, see this this portal. Right below it, there's an eye, and in that eye is teleportadium. That's the same liquid that we have here. If we do a fungal shift and we shift this teleportadium away into another material, basically what happens is this teleportadium is not in the eye, and if there's not teleportadium in the eye, the portal vanishes. We're going to apply that concept to the entire world, and so we're going to shift it away and lose every portal we have in existence. I think there's like we've done some fun runs with it before, not because we wanted to, but because there was actually a patch in Noita that removed teleportadium from all the portals, so it was kind of wild. But yeah, we're gonna force it away right now, and I think there's an idea for a run that maybe loses teleportadium in the first shift that we should come up with, or try to come up with in the future to create some kind of fun challenges. The red portals should stay. Yes, they should stay. I can't think of any reason not to do this other than like you wouldn't want to do it if you didn't have good digging, otherwise it becomes very, very challenging. Which is why I think it would be a fun challenge run, but alright, fungus, come on. There we go. Now that's some fungus. Okay. So now I'm going to hold on to the teleportadium. There we go. Teleportanium turned into Flum. Again, this one we're just kind of doing for silliness. This is a fun thing. But we go looking at the portal over here. No portal. And again, that was the exact explanation I just gave you, because teleportadium's not there. Flum is there. There are no more Holy Mountain portals in our world. That doesn't mean there's no portals in general. The red portal still exists. Anything that's not powered by teleportadium will still exist. But a lot of stuff is powered by, I mean, all the Holy Mountain stuff is powered by teleportadium. The reason I was willing to do that is since we have infinite digging, we don't have to rely on it for where we're going. See, so this area, normally we would pour our teleportadium in the hourglass. No need. We can just break it. Anything exciting? Double Zetas? Wow, just what I wanted. No, I did not want that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pour out the Flum. Yeah, we're going to go farm the fire. So what we need to do is go get our hands on some lava. Damn. How do I get a good amount? Because normally I just like... I guess I can scoop it through the ground. Because normally I was going to use Mimicium, but then I shifted pheromone away, kind of being silly. I could go buy the Mimicium down in hell. Let's see how happy we are with that. It's going to get 10% at a time. Actually, if we do it really quick, let's say that we shot that. Yeah, that could work. Seems safe, right? Safe and reasonable. Oops. Jump into the lava with no heal. Oh, shit. 92. You know what? I'll take it all the way to 100%. Alright, 100% lava. We empty out. I think it was supposed to be the majority was lava, right? Am I crazy? Let's hope so. Let's hope that was the majority. Mostly oil and put lava. Ah, fuck. I was doing it backwards. Well, what actually happens when I do it in this order? Do we end up with mostly smoke? Or, yeah, it should be smoke, I think. Yeah, I did it backwards. That's SEMA, actually. Not even oil anyways. Whoops. Let me run over here. Oh my gosh. Run down here. I think this is our mountain. Yep. And then we... Okay, yeah. So the lava just stays as lava. Nice. This is kind of a funky way to do this, but... Oh well. 91%. We're almost there. Alright, 100% oil. Empty out a tiny bit. Do a little scoop there. Okay. I'm assuming it's okay to leave that tiny bit of lava in there. I'm hoping. I just don't want to, I want to keep my flask filled so that something doesn't get in it and contaminate it. Alright, so we have, this is the kind of fire that we're looking for today. This stuff is going to be kind of crazy. Remember, this fire is different from a flask that you find that just says fire, because the Noita devs decided to be a pain in the ass and name like 10 different fires fire instead of calling it like liquid fire and particle fire. No, they're all just called fire. I don't know if there's 10. There's probably like, I don't know, 5 or some crap. So this fire is not one that you normally would find in a flask of just chilling, but we used majority oil with a tiny little bit of lava to make this specific form of fire. Now that we have this one, we have a fungal shift coming up, which is going to be this one right here. Is it time yet, chat? And whenever we do this, it's going to make this run very fiery and oily at the same time. People are saying consume. It's oiling time. All right, this could get interesting. All right. So it shouldn't have any space for other materials to get into it. We're consuming. All right. Now that fire that was in this flask has turned into oil. So whenever oil normally bursts into flames, it gives off fire. So instead of giving off all this fire and stuff, it's going to give off more oil. It's going to be oil that makes oil whenever it's burning. Let me show you an example of that. Oh, right here. We already have the oil still attached to us. So this is just regular oil. Yeah, it's just chilling. But what happens when that oil burns? See if we can get it over here. So the oil... Okay, well, this first off, this oil is not even interacting. It's not even beginning to burn with that lava. It's just chilling. We need to ignite it. How can we get it? Can I burn my character and then get it burning, maybe? No, because we're fire immune. I forgot. That won't work. How do we get it to catch? Do we have anything fiery? Oh, the fungus. Great call, Latali. We burn the fungus then catches the oil. Genius. Latali's a genius. Alright, we're gonna put lots of fungus chilling over here. Okay, that is some resistant fungus right there. Resistant fungus. Hey, you! Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, something caught some of that oil on fire somewhere. But you're getting to see it in action. That wasn't even me. That was like somewhere else the oil caught fire. So, notice at the top layer, this layer here is igniting, right? And it's trying to make that fire. But instead, that fire was shifted into oil. So it's just making more and more oil that's just expanding. Now, we are set up because we have Breathless and we have Oil Blood. Oil Blood makes it where you're fire immune. So we should be able to jump into this and survive just fine. This is the reason for the name, the Oiled Up Run. The lubed up run that we're doing today. Yeah, we made a little bit of, yeah, creepy liquid at home. This is America's creepy liquid. Time to be afraid of electricity. Yes, I am a little afraid of that electricity, actually. Oil doesn't conduct. Oh, yeah, well, we had a conversation about this, where the electricity will ignite it, but it doesn't allow you to get electrocuted in it, I think is what the discussion was. I don't even remember, because that one was weird. Because for the longest time, I was always afraid of getting electrocuted in it, but you got, because I said it's part of the electricity trap, and then there was a whole discussion about, well, the electricity is used to ignite it, but it won't actually conduct and electrocute the character. I haven't done any thorough testing of that, but that's just simply what chat was saying last time we discussed it.
Dunk, I thought we were saving the Oiled Up stream for Valentine's Day.
Well, we got a reusable idea at least. So we'll have to bust it back out. I guess maybe we hold on to that. So as you can see, the oil has kind of taken over a bit in here.
Dang, all it takes to watch you these days is me waking up at 7 a.m. Crazy.
So simple. What's up, Asterix? Alright, so we gotta start planning out the actual hard part of the run, which is the Dark Moon Gourd. I think it'd be faster if I just start running through parallel worlds, getting a couple perks, getting things in place. Okay, this is actually kind of getting hard to navigate. Everything is oil! It looks pretty. I see Latala's got that American in him. Maybe you should oil up the silence button to prevent it from going off during storms. I don't know if it's a lack of lubricant that's keeping it from working properly. Luckily with Breathless, you can actually swim pretty quickly. So as you can see, when it's not on fire, it doesn't expand. It's actually, the oil is pretty controlled. It's just chilling like regular liquid. It's whenever it ignites that it starts to go kind of haywire and takes over everything. So we're gonna start prepping for the harder part of the run. Also, we are done with the fungal shifting portion of the run because we have the oiled up stuff going. Okay, I probably shouldn't have. I don't know if I should have kept the oil over whatever that was. I just blew up, but well. So when I shoot this black hole down, was it not a very down shot? Let me see if I can do it here. Okay, apparently I'm drunk. When I shoot it down, you'll notice at some point it just has a flat edge. But how does that make sense? If you shot a circle, how the hell would it end with a flat edge? Basically, it just means the black hole was still going. It probably went off down here somewhere, but this area wasn't loaded in. And if it's not loaded in, you can't dig away a material that it doesn't exist currently. So I know that this right here is actually the edge of a loaded in chunk. So using that information, you can actually follow the loaded chunk into the cursed rock. And if you keep your character levitating perfectly, which I'm not because I suck, but if you keep your character perfectly levitating in that middle chunk, or in between the two chunks I should say, you will not get hurt. Let me do this closer so that I can see where the actual spot is. Alright, there's the spot. Okay. See, like I'm trying to hug that as close as I can. Oh shit, but obviously not the best at it. Not the greatest at holding perfectly on the line. Hold the line. This is the East Lake. It's a little polluted with SEMA. The only reason that happens, I don't think it's like an intended feature or anything like that. It's more like they created this whole cursed area. Like picture a whole box that's a cursed area. And there's a whole another box of cursed area. And they put the two boxes together. But they don't fit perfectly. There's like an imperfect, you know, middle point where they're supposed to be touching. And you're moving in between the imperfection. Let's see my nuts. Are you immune to everything on the chunk line? No, you're not immune to everything. It's all you're just avoiding the curse. That's all that's happening. It's literally like if you were to, I'm sure if the devs really wanted to, they could fix that problem. It's just making it so that the curse runs maybe a little bit beyond the edges, if that's possible. The idea is you would just make the two like puzzle pieces fitting together. You would make them fit together more closely rather than kind of just like loosely next to each other. Then the curse wouldn't let you slip between them. So for example, let's pretend that I was between the curse right now, but I landed on like something that is material that can hurt me. It will still hurt me the same. If it was cursed rock, it will still hurt me. The movement between the chunk is simply avoiding this invisible curse because there's an opening, a gap between them. That's all. It has nothing to do with like, oh, the engine doesn't know you're there or anything like that. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Hello, Big Steve. Ooh, I would like this dissolved powders. I think will be very useful today. On the physics things where Noita started from, I think it's pretty well optimized. on these. That's what in Tali, that's what's got me so interested in the that other project that was inspired by Noita, the Quantum Corp, because I mean I haven't checked recently, but anytime they've posted little, you know, takes. Ooh, a video I haven't seen yet. It was posted. Oh, it's been posted like in the last week. I guess I just didn't notice. But anytime I see glimpses of this, it you know, they're doing their own custom engine. Every pixel is simulated, but theirs is all about the GPU rather than the CPU. I'm curious how it will run. Will it be even better than Noita? Because everybody claims it will. What am I looking at? Oh shit! All right, all right. See, look, this one right here. The guy was, I guess, showing off his new computer running the game. Wait, why is it not running? Hello? Please? Play! Play! If I download it. Oh, it literally won't even download. Okay, well. Whoops. If I go away, click back. Click away, click back. Will you fix yourself? Yes. Yes. Yeah, look how smooth that's running. Now again, they have, you know, they don't have all these other layers of complexity that Noita has on top of it. And I'm sure in its base form, it could run pretty smooth. But that looks nice. I want to drink. I don't know. That looks like it may be toxic or lava, or it doesn't. It seems like it'd be painful. Probably not good for you staying alive. Or it's orange juice and it's delicious. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how their engine will hold up. I'll keep you guys updated on that project. That project could be years away. I have no idea. They haven't really given us any big information recently. Oh god. I guess we just go dropping down. But yeah, it's definitely a project I've been keeping an eye on. Oh yeah, we don't have to be afraid of accidentally taking a portal. That's kind of nice. Steve. Nope, 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 nope. What is this? I can't see the things. Okay, it was all stuff I don't want. Yeah, Quantum Corp is just their like project title. They haven't announced what the official name is going to be and everything. So we're just waiting to get more info. Checking the free spell room. I'm doing this just trying to get my hands on Tinker to save us time while we're doing the gourd stuff. Will the fish survive? Probably not looking good for them. Well, maybe actually. They could survive it. Especially if it like is the non-fiery part. Eh. What happens if you reload the game? There will be oil everywhere. It's not... So the reason creepy liquid doesn't... whenever you mod restart, it empties out all the creepy liquid. Is the game doesn't track it, but oil is tracked. I don't think there would be... Like, mod restarting, we should just mod restart directly into a shit ton of oil. I accidentally just ate some of the oil, in fact. No, I can't see! The oil makes it so tricky to move around because I'm like all slippery. So this is the jungle. Yeah, it actually kind of hurts. Like my eyes are bleeding. Bitrate's a little scuffed. Oh, I forgot about the bitrate's gonna tank during this, isn't it? There's so much happening on the screen. Weebs, no! Who let the weebs out of jail? Who was it? Come forward right now.
What kind of challenge is that if you have fire immunity? You are no fun.
What? You do know I still have to go fucking collect all the essences, right? What? Hey, why aren't you just instantly dead? I don't know, because people usually don't like to watch a run for a couple hours just to throw it in the garbage. It was hilarious when he got to the one part that guaranteed his death and we had watched the last 3 hours for absolutely no reason. Because it was always going to die. I mean, at this point we could go without the fire immunity, but the breathless is the more important. Fire immunity... Basically, you're like saying this. I want it to be where every 2 seconds you have to stop and do... Sweet, I'm healed. I mean, I have infinite healing. It's just a matter of, do you want to watch me do that over and over and over and over? So then you'd say, well, then no breathless. And then you'd say, well, no HP bar and just no keyboard and no mouse. And why do you have a monitor? And what the fuck? Why did the Noita even get powered on in the first place? What the hell? A save file? What the shit? So many good ideas. That comment right there was jam-packed with good ideas. Alright, keep heading over here. These portals do still work because they don't need teleportatium to be powered. Good, good, good. If you had to drink your veggies with an iron stomach, can you drink oil to fill it up? Oh, yeah, I think oil should still work if I have an iron stomach. Right now, if I eat it, like I throw it up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure oil works. We'll test it out in a bit. If I find iron stomach, I'll drink some oil like a good American. Yeah, the gourd for heretic. Yeah, before it burns. Before it burns. Oh, you just mean like some random ass oil getting over there? Luckily, there's also gourds in the friend boss room, so we'd have to start just sprinting to parallel. Oil is not food, it does not fill you up. Oh, it doesn't? What? Can you eat the oil, throw up, and then eat the vomit and fill your stomach up? Is that a little life hack right there? Chat demandeth the music, sire. Chat only wants one thing, and it's disgusting.
Lurking in this sweaty cave here in Dunkville. Moist mobs, monsters, swapper mages. It's a dunk thrill. Might get a victory. Extend your win streak. DunkTales.
What? Mods, get the spray bottle. Oh, I remember that episode. There you go. There's your daily dose of DunkTales. Wait, is that reference you said it's from Always Sunny? Is that the one where they try to like hoard gasoline and then try to go to door and sell it?
Please let me do the talking. Please let me. No.
Now, we ain't gonna take no for an answer now, you hear, okay? So don't be making me sick my associate on you here, all right? He don't take kindly to no. So, can I fill you up or what?
It's been, I haven't seen Always Sunny in so long. Gotta rewatch it at some point. They sell oil door to door. Yeah, okay, that is the one. I know. Wait, isn't that the same one where Charlie's like, wild card, bitches? I think it's the one where he cut the brakes.
No, I'm saying, no, the brakes! Guys, why aren't the brakes working?
Because I cut the brakes! Wild card, bitches! Yeah! What?
Alright, it should be enough gold for this run. We don't need all 250k. Alright, so we do this. Still gonna use the seam to travel around for a bit. I don't trust. Alright, there we go. Have you ever seen Scrubs, the TV show? Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes. I never got, like, big into it. I know some people are, like, die hard. Scrubs is life! But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just... I thought it was, like, it's got funny moments, right? But I never was super into it. It's more like it would be on TV and I'd just like watch for a bit. Community is also a big favorite of mine. Yeah, I liked it too. I feel like I didn't watch as much of the later seasons. There's definitely a lot of episodes I probably haven't seen. I like the earlier seasons. I liked a lot more. Maybe like a couple, like 2 seasons or 3 seasons in was probably like my favorite ones. Yay, saving grace. I need that. I need that big time. Still kind of in the market for... Ooh, wait. Oh, I thought I saw short telly. Am I crazy? I am crazy. No. Teddy's doing good, though I would like to check on him. Because there was a storm last night, and he kind of was in hiding. I didn't even see him. I went to go get him to bring him inside in case he was scared, and he was just not in his normal spot. So... Actually, now that you said that, I'm real quickly going to check, because the storms, I think, have passed. Not only that, but this is normally around his food time. So whenever it's food time, he'll brave the storm, but any other time, he's like, fuck you. Oh. Alright. You know what? I'm actually going to go with... I'm going to go with this one. The Summon Say Kiwi. That way we can dig a hole through the world and maybe be fast traveling around more. Wait, what was this material thing right here? You see that one? Crit on oiled enemies. That could be useful. Possibly could have a use for us. Oops, I did not mean to grab that. Drop that, I guess. And grab this. Wouldn't we all risk our lives for some delicious food? True. True. Did you guys get excited for the Holy Lance? Screw the Holy Lance. Give me one moment, chat. I'm going to check on Teddy to make sure he's out there. And also probably put some cat food out for him in case he's hungry. BRB, 1 second. Alright, he's doing great. He's happy. He was sleeping on his cat tree, chilling. I grabbed some orange juice. Show us Teddy. Oh, he's out there. He's relaxing. Did you give him a treat? Yeah, I put it like a little bit. He gets like a dry food, and then he gets a little cat treat each day. Usually after I finish stream, but I'm running late for my stream anyway, so he's about due for his foods. He's doing good. Alright, focus up. What do we need to do? Oh yeah, Tinker. That's what I'm looking for. Tinker and some HP would be nice. Put that there. Level goes here. How's this shoot now? We actually end up losing mana now. But if we bump that to the very front... Good. That means we can rotate in the crit on oiled. And another heavy, maybe? Nice. That should be good enough. Then this one. We don't need the double there, but we'll just put it there for now because sure. What's the best projectile under oil? I'd imagine something that has the best... Oh yeah, you can see the oil not conducting right there. Yeah, it does ignite though. But yeah, it's some projectile that has good projectile speed. Something that moves very quickly, I think is the key. Because it's just moving through a liquid, which slows the projectile down a ton. And you're trying to counteract that. That was straight up lava I just ran through. I'm doing my part. Another crit on oil? We'll grab the electric immunity and speed this up a little bit more. Why not? And I'll just buy this. I'm too lazy to do anything else. I'm doing my part. You know what? We should put the oil trail in there and just guarantee the crit. Why risk it? Oh my goodness. Sorry about the bitrate. I know right now it's probably getting really blurry. Essentially, if you're doing something in a game that is like where every pixel on the screen is just like active and changing colors and all that kind of crap, this leads to a lot of blurring on your stream. I think you counteract that with like higher bit rates and stuff. I'm not super tech savvy with that shit, so somebody who understands a lot more would have to explain the gigabrain stuff behind this. Ooh, we do not want him grabbing that. No, 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 no. Let me see if I can lead him towards a heart. It looks kind of okay, but imagine on whenever I can keep a lot of it off the screen like this, it should be normal, but it's whenever the screen gets filled up, it's probably not as bad as FPS with foliage, to be honest. I remember when we would play Vampire Survivors, especially, the bitrate would get so bad into like the late game, and watching VODs of it, and I was like, holy shit, it looks like trash. And then in Noita, there's a couple builds that will actually just demolish the bitrate. It just goes, it tanks really badly. Tom Scott has a great video on YouTube for why, for example, pixelated fireworks tank the bitrate. I can't remember the principle, but it was interesting. That dude does have some good videos where you accidentally learn something while you're having a good time. Sorry, sipping on some orange juice. Not sure if Dunk ran into this while I was making the clip. What'd you get, Latali? What she got? Hey! Hey! That is a real crown. It costs $300 million. How fucking dare you? Show some respect, damn it. Mist Healthium. Wait. Hey! Where's this Healthium? That is a real crown. It costs $300 million. How fucking... Oh shit! It was right there! No! Wait, that just happened, yeah? It's almost certainly gone by now.
Glad that's over with.
Right? Damn it, that was a Healthium. Oh well, we already have infinite healing. Not like we need infinite healing times 2. Imagine if you infinite healed even more. Healthium's cooler than infinite heals? Debatable. Okay, actually you're right. It is cooler. Latali had pointed this out ages ago. I didn't notice! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was too busy trying to not directly look at my screen because it's like looking into the sun. Like burning my eyes. Wouldn't it be there in Parallels? No, Parallel Worlds, while they share similar layouts, they're not always exact, and their resources differ. The resources are different of the Parallel Worlds. They're not like, you know, same exact layout, same exact loot. You know, it doesn't work like that. Similar layout, different loots. Am I the only one that worships Circle of Healing and the Teleport Wand? Oh no, that's the dream healing setup. But we have not gotten that today. So we have our puny deadly heals. The 1-frame Circle of Vigor Tele Healing Wand. That's the Tele wand the travel wand we all aspire for. Well, okay. That's pretty funny though. Yep. Okay. It's not gonna, we don't quite have the setup to do it perfectly. Damn it, the fact that this is a 2-cast. You know what, we can just go grab, we'll go grab a wand in just a bit from the tower, and that will solve all of our problems. Gold is forever, no, definitely do not want that. Phasing, no thank you. Okay, just garbage, sure. These portals are gone. Do you have the telebolt all the way back? There's still... I'm glad you said that, actually. There's a couple things. There's a couple spots that we can still portal back. It's a really good point. This is one right here that we're walking into right now. Yeah, like chat saying the eye room is a decent one. That light shot's kind of tempting to work with. In fact, I will make room for it. There's no reason to have the rainbow. We can already barely see. What's the problem with the current one? Too slow? Nothing can hold the teleport bolt monocast, which is 40, and the gamma, which is also 40. If we double this mana, it'll be into 60, which this one can almost do it, but we would need to have 2 spells, and we'd have to wrap to both. And I'm just like, we don't have another chainsaw or whatever set up at the moment. It's fine. Like it doesn't. We don't need much. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could set it up, but it would. I wanted it to be infinite, I guess. Is my logic. Go to hell, get some blood magic. True. I mean, if we just have Tinker with wands, then we could rely on that and just say, we'll just go get it in hell. Oh, there we go. Tinker! Dang, I swear, every time I complain, game's like, fine, just give it to him. He's bitching over here. Give him some mega loots. Thank you, Noita. I knew you were my friend. It is long telly, not small telly. It's 80, not 40. No, it's 4. This is 40, right? And then this, which will also be needed for the Circle of Vigor, is 40 as well. So 80 total between those two. The funny thing is, small telly actually costs less than large telly, and it's better. So it's like, better, it's cheaper. It's just everything. Shop and go pet Teddy. No, we're gonna focus on the run. Don't worry, we don't have too much left in the run. That's what Noita's all about. If you set yourself up for success, when you get to the actual spicy part, you can usually blast through it. But we're getting to the spicy part now. One last thing we want to do is we kind of cheesed our way into the top of the tower, and I want to real quickly grab one of these for my telly wand, which this is the best wand for the tellies, I would say. And then
legalize nuclear bombs.
The oil, it's following me everywhere. Don't need that anymore. Gamma, that's the last spell. This is the last spell. Probably put that down there. Put that there. And then where's the Nala? Okay, use the charges. There we go. Check on this. Looking good. Oh, it is actually losing mana. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Get out of here. There's the portal. We take that. And we are back home. Home sweet home. Even though our wand is a bit scuffed. You know what we could do? It's a budget wand. Where's the oil? Oh, don't you worry. That oil, see this right here? May look like an innocent pool of oil. Oh, there, yep. Once it's been activated by fire, it's everywhere. It takes over. Your curiosity has been rewarded. What was that message? Wait. Curiosity's been rewarded. Why would I have gotten that one? Oh, the tablet that's supposed to be here, because the world's getting a little bit janky, it accidentally upwarped through the wall, landing on top of the altar and turning itself into gold. I was thinking, why would it have said that? And then I was like, I'll go look at the altar, and there's a little pile of gold there. Like, oh, well. It turned itself in. It was like, all right, I'm tired of this shit. This is definitely going to get unstable and laggy. Holy fuck, this is going to be a lag fest. Let's get the gourd, I guess. Okay. Did I just pass it? I did. Ow. Alright. I grabbed a gourd, as you can see right there. Refreshing gourd. There was a whole pile of them in that room. Grabbed one out real quick. Now, I guess we just make our way down to hell real quick. We can give the gourd to Kolmi. I think mod restarts are fine as long as we make sure Kolmi is loaded in when we go to do our shit. We need to move the Dark Sun now. Alright, so my gourd, as you can see right here, I'm going to fly close to this guy. So we are probably at some point going to do a mod restart. When we do that, it will unload this gourd Kolmi that we currently created. We have to make sure this guy is loaded in whenever we go to do the main part of today's quest. So I'll go over that again whenever it gets closer, but just know that this is what he looks like, and he is a huge part of today's quest. I got a very important element. There we go. So what we're looking for is, I think my best luck has been with, well, we do have Omega White Hole. We could try it. We could try Omega White Hole, see how that goes. But I was gonna say Omega Black Hole probably would be preferred. We are about to try to move the Dark Sun. Oh, there is Omega Black Hole. I don't think we need that. What else do we have over here? Downwards Larpa. I do feel like I tend to have more luck with downwards Larpa than upwards. Grab that. We could grab the Matosade and the Heplicate. And using this combined, you can actually farm infinite health. We just sit there and farm health, but we've done that so often lately. That's, we'll save that for a future run since we've done it so often lately. It's gonna be spicy. This is going to be spicy. So, okay, Spark Bolt Timer, Omega. We have to get another Greek letter. Oh fuck! Do we have enough mana for this? Enough money? One more Greek letter. And damn it, the oil found its way over here. We need one more Greek letter. I gotta take... This is what's causing these problems. Let's say, how did the oil get down? Oh my god. Please hold. Okay, okay. I'm at the Dark Sun. I see it. I see it. One more Greek letter. Oh, and I need like something that converts spells into like something else. That's what we need. Oh boy, yeah, there's just lava everywhere. You know what? I know an easy spot to get it. Instead of looking here, where I will probably get myself in some kind of trouble. Oh, there's spells to Giga Saw Blades. Sure. I guess, if we have to.
Do it.
I didn't choose this life.
Do it.
And then, what was the other thing I needed? Oh, one of the Greek letters. I've been passing several of them, so... Where's a good Greek letter? Where's like Alpha or Gamma? Don't make me go back to the islands again. I'll do it. Let's see. Alpha, cast a copy of the first spell. So what we need to do... Can I get rid of the charges real quick? There you go. I should have emptied out all the charges. Oops. And then we can cast that, which should fix that. Alpha goes here. Give it a upwards Larpa. And we are looking pretty nice. What I'm doing right now is I have Omega Black Hole. So this Spark Timer is going to shoot out an upwards Larpa with an Alpha. Alpha copies the first spell in my wand, which is the Omega Black Hole. So this Spark Timer is going to shoot out a black hole that has an upwards Larpa of more black holes flying out of it. So it should look like this.
DunkBot 2.0. Theranos. Sweat.
It's kind of...
NFTs.
Okay, anyways. So it's a black hole that shoots out black holes. And it's useful because right here, we have this giant ball of death. And that ball of death is a huge issue right now because it's exactly where I need to go in my run. It's on top of the Dark Moon. This is not normally a problem that you will have in a run if you have a fresh file and you're doing all the quests in like the normal Noita order. But once you have done your Sun Quest is like the longest, the furthest quest like in Noita, the deepest quest there is to do. The quest that we're doing right now is a smaller quest that you interact with the moon, and then usually later on you would do the Sun Quest. So we're kind of going back and doing like a more noobier quest. That's why we have this difficulty of the sun in the way. Because it was something that a later quest would normally add. So let's see if we can do this. Hold up.
Don't you go dying on me.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Saving Grace just saved us. That was nice. That was nice. Okay. That was a little scary for a moment. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid. Why is it doing so poorly? Let's try the downwards LARPA. Downwards LARPA is the one I think we had more success with anyways. Okay, yeah, it's... What the... Hold up. Alright, let's try this. Go. Damn it. Hold on. God damn, I forgot. I gotta get rid of the charges first. Okay, it's gonna take a moment. I think the black hole is the way, but I wanted to be certain. Okay, so now we can put that back. Alpha copies that. This is there. Alright. Hello? Oh shit, it came back. So it did move it. So it looks like we need to do it twice. So we shoot it. Then we kill it off. Then we shoot it again. And just for good measure, we'll kill it off one more time. What is happening now? Oh, because I've hit the max. Okay. Is it coming back again? Oh, fuck off. Trying to shove it away. So basically, I'm using these things that have very powerful pull and push to them. Black hole is very powerful pull. Omega black hole has very powerful pull. Omega white hole is a very powerful push. I tried different ones, have varying success. But we have used it to dislodge the dark sun from the moon, which is really hard to see right now because of all the oil. Which, by the way, I'm kind of impressed that the game is staying stable. I'm sure I'm sorry about the blurriness of the stream. It's just the nature of a run like this. It's definitely going to be blurry. But yes, the dark sun is dislodged. So now we just got to bring it home. Bring it home, baby. Oh shit! It is close by. Holy crap! Let's go over here. Oh my! Well, saving grace, I think, just saved me again. Let's grab the 4 main essences. We'll have to do like a little pit stop on the way. But let's begin. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Fuck. Wait, how many parallel worlds to the right did we go? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, thank God. Our island's here. I didn't corrupt it. If you go too many parallel worlds to the east before you go to the west and load in that island, you bug out the island and it doesn't load in at all. I thought I did that. I was like, oh shit. Wait. Slightly to the right. Hello, hello. Nope, not you. Chill. No! Hold on, did I not line that up correctly? I thought it was, for some reason I was thinking I was on the, it must be the left side of this one. Go directly up. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, game. Yeah, it is the left side. Whoops. If your health bar is large enough, that's not really a fear. The only time that's really a fear is if you're kind of working with saving grace in a health bar that's like around mine, which is like in the thousands. Wait, where am I? What am I? Oh, there it is. There it is. I can't find it anymore. I can't see. Oh, there it is. I got it. All right. We have 3 of the main essences. We have 1 left to get. And that is the essence that's in hell. Ow, that hurt. Does this quest spawn monstrous powder? I don't think it's monstrous powder. I think it straight up spawns a set number of bosses. I could be right. That'd be sick if there was a way to get monstrous powder from this. Because then it would leave so much opportunity to like capture some of it in a pouch and then do some kind of fun fungal shifting. But no, I think it's literally just spawning in, you know, a certain amount of the enemies. But I mean, I just assume that. I've never looked into the code or anything like that. Even when I looked it up on the wiki earlier, it says it spawns 10 of the buff version of the bridge boss. Which, by the way, we're about to be doing right now. So this is what the lead up of today, all our buffing up and everything, grabbing of the essences. Be very careful when you grab these essences, because as you can see, they can be very deadly. I've seen some newer players not realize just how strong you have to be to survive some of these essences. But yeah, they pump. Look at that.
You need like 4
Oh, polymages. I forgot to eat them. I should have prepped them. Alright, we're about to be doing some funky polymage eating. Basically what's happening is we are about to spawn in a shit ton of bosses, and these bosses can shoot polymorphine. Luckily, chat reminded me, hey, shouldn't we eat some polymages before we do this? It was the whole reason we didn't grab one of the earlier perks that I wanted to grab, because we wanted to make sure that we had the ability to eat polymages. Ideally, I would have Iron Stomach as well, but, you know, oh well. Actually, what I'm going to do real quickly down here is I'm going to build our boss killing wand, which really, dude, this is going to be like a game crashing wand if we run plasma on that. All those bosses copying plasma. And I forgot to grab homing because, you know, smart. Screw it, that's the best we got is the plasma. Downwards LARPA ain't gonna do shit. Nope, 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 nope. Sure. Desperate times. Desperate times. Alright, we're gonna run in here now. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. A little spicier than I was planning to enter. There's a polymage. Oh, there's no way I end up eating this guy's corpse. There's no way. I got food poisoning from that one. Yeah, I was not thinking about how challenging that's gonna be once we actually have the oil going. Okay, I got the weakening curse. We gotta watch the fuck out. We gotta watch the fuck out. So the oil spawning everywhere is gonna make the corpses impossible to eat. I didn't consider the oiled up. Screw it. Damn it, the polymages. I wanted that.
Sounds like the god gamer is just going to have to flex and dodge the poly.
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna hide and dodge the poly. I think it's a much braver technique. Yeah, no poly immunity going into this is definitely stupid. So let's go be stupid together. Alright, chat, here's the moment.
Explosive detonator?
Actually, it's not a bad idea. We put this on here. But it's, oh, the problem is we have to, like, every frame that shit, you know?
Surely oil will slow down the projectile. Also go find an explosive detonator, uncle.
Fuck it, we just do it. We do it. All essences into the Dark Moon. I can't see shit. Heretic. Oh my god, they are getting frisky. They are getting frisky. Wait, does it not give you health bars for these guys? Where's the health bars? Oh my god. Yeah, you get Heretic, Kolmi has to be gourded. Yeah, he has to be to get the Heretic message to pop up like that. The problem I'm having right now is I got to kind of separate the Kolmis from each other. Dude, the oil is this massive problem right now. Alright, here's what we do. I got a plan. I got a plan. Don't worry. I could have swore they showed health bars before. Am I crazy? No, not just run. I mean, don't worry. We're about to have to deal with something first. We can't do anything right now because we have just bullshit shooting out of us. It's making it really laggy and I can't see anything. There we go. Essence remover. Remove all the bullshit. Homing. Get on there. Wait, what the hell? What is that doing there? Silly me. Alright, do that. I still somehow swapped the wrong wand. I need that one. Alright. Then we can actually just go to the left, I think, to get where we need to be. Oh. Oh. There we go. Now we go fuck those bosses up. That's not killing. What do you mean it's not killing the bosses? Listen, if you go to court and you say, look, I shot something really deadly in there and then I ran away and I think they accidentally found a way to kill themselves in there. I was like, wait, you shot something deadly in there? You're like, yeah, but I wasn't, you know. They may have accidentally did something that led to them dying to their own mistakes. I just shot the first shot. They're gonna say, no, you know what? Your ass is going to jail. Lock them up. Okay, here we are. Here we are. Oh shit. Did he die? Now we are engine maxing. Definitely getting a little sketchy. Oh! Yeah, plasma's also helping to delete the oil. True. The bonus. Okay, I think we've gotten rid of, like, at least 2 of them. Oh, those are poly shots. Oh, buddy. Yep, there he is. There he is. There's two, I think there's two bosses right on each other there. What was that about? Okay, we gotta get away from these guys. They are sneaking up on me. So far, so good. I think we've killed like 3 or 4. Those are poly shots. Do they copy each other's projectiles? Yes, if it hits them in the right spot. They will copy each other's projectiles. It just has to hit them. That's all that matters. Like, it has to hit, like damage them, pretty much. That one, I think I got 2 on. That was a 2-for-1 special. We still got a couple dudes alive over here. See, every once in a while, it just doesn't catch on some of these guys. There we go. We got him. We got him. Sorry about the bit rate again. It's just not much you can do in it's the nature of a run like this, especially with all the oil and then the plasma on top of it. This run basically should have been titled "Fuck Your Bit Rate." Oh shit! Oh man, there's still a whole family down there. Oh, that may have been a 3-stack right there of plasmas. There were 3 bridge bosses that were pretty close to each other. Did this happen with Monstrous Powder? No, so if you turn the Kolmi into a gourd version of Kolmi, which means he's a green version of himself, and then you go gather all the essences and you fly into the Dark Moon, this message will pop up on the screen that says Heretic, and whenever it does that, it spawns 10 of these bridge bosses. They're kind of like the bridge boss, but they're a buffed variant of them. They have like almost 3 times the health, I think. And so then the challenge for today is we had to kill all 10 of those. Kill off all 10 of them, while simultaneously do a run that is, we're calling it Oiled Up, which is a oil material that creates more oil. There's an infinite supply of oil, basically. Pay attention to the game. I mean, there's not really much I can do right now. I can barely even move.
Bitrate. I barely ate or something.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous down here. There's some stuff going on, and I'm like, we're gonna be alright? Oh, we're back. We can move again. Those poly shots? Those are poly shots. The oil is coming in handy for slowing down the projectiles. That's kind of cool.
Hi, Chase. I just wanted to check if DunkOrSlam is the correct channel where I should post praising messages. And again, thank you for hiring me on $1job.com. It will help my family.
He didn't say the full URL. It was $1blowjob.com. He's lying. Chat said hole? Hole? Hold on, killing off another one. Thank you, Ishigall. Thank you, thank you. Paid sucker. That's a paid sucker right there. Did you just said you paid him $1 for a blowjob? You heard me. Ooh, this is kind of sketchy. This is kind of very sketchy. Oh, I just threw my flask. That was not intentional. Oh! There's another boss!
Can you read my TTS at some point, cause it was genuinely a summarization why the bitrate goes to shit.
Yeah, give me a
Just got
moment.
cut off.
Sure thing, Bayhue. Just seeing if I'm gonna get massacred by Polly, that's all.
I really wish you guys could see.
Can you guys see any Polly shots in all those pixels? Because I don't see shit. Yes, bullshit. Couple about to hit you. I can't even move if I wanted to. There better not be any Polly shots in there. Dude, get me out of here. I can't. I'm completely at the mercy of RNGesus right now, I feel like. Close the damn menu. Get me out of here. Dunk, please. I'm trying. I don't even understand what's happening on top of my character. Oh shit, I just took a hit from something. Oh! Oh! What the shit was that? I was trying to tell you. I was hitting telly the whole time. What do you mean telly, you fool? I was holding it for the last like 15 minutes. Woo! Those bosses still freaking out? Like, what's causing the lag? Should have stabilized by now.
Oh, I really wish you guys could
Oh
see
no.
this guy right now. He is drenched
Oh no.
in sweat.
It's back to not being able to telly. Oh. And you think fucking Repulsion Field is better than Saving Grace? After that? No shot? I still think so. Because there's a difference. Normally you wouldn't be filling your world with oil. We're talking about legitimate Noita, not like, hey, if I was to take a dump on my game. Is it still going off? It's still doing the looping. And my character's flying it towards it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Kind of cleared for a moment. Oh God! My eyes! Oh, those are poly shots. Those are poly shots. Think we're fine? We cool? Those are not poly shots. That's fine. I'm pretty sure we only have like 1 or 2 of these bridge bosses left. At most. There's no way there could be much more.
Come on.
Oh! Oh shit! Got him. Another one bites the dust. That's kind of cool how afterwards that kind of cleared out. What the hell? These little like resurgences of like fire are kind of crazy. Have we killed them all? Is there anybody left? Okay, I think if any of them flew into that, they're probably dead by now, so don't need to look too closely there. Okay, that's a lot of lava. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we killed them all. I mean, it makes sense. It did feel like we killed 10. Some of them died in groups of 2. I think one of them possibly was even a group of 3. But there you go. We killed them all. I think we are calling it. And from here, it'll be all about some poison down there. Some ominous liquid. Now it's going to be about killing Kolmi and bringing it home, baby. Where are we? Oh, here we are. And honey, we're home. To Kolmi, who's the, remember this is a gourd version of Kolmi, that's why he looks a little bit crazy. Looks a little psychotic. See if we can clear out some of that oil. Clean it up a little bit. I've never seen you on so late. It's 11:46. We are at the very end of the run. We're wrapping it up right now, Taunt. We just gotta, you know, just gotta do a little bit of murdering real quick, that's all. There we go. And to make sure we don't lose our mind. Oh, there's one last good look at the homemade oil. That is, well, I guess homemade creepy liquid, I guess is the better way to call it. It's oil that on its own expands, and it expands infinitely forever. But it has, you have to be like loaded in. So if you do this in an, like if you run away so it's unloaded, it won't keep expanding. GG, chat. There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Check all the heart attacks you caused in the yes voters today. Let's lock it in.
I won.
2,588 wins. Died where the peasants died. But I had to, Quokka. I moved the Dark Sun. I didn't know where it was going to be located. And I was, you know what? I'm too tired. I'm hungry. Teddy needs his pets. He's out there meowing his head off, wanting attention.
You promised T.I. You promised T.I. You promised T.I. You promised T.I. You promised T.I.
Come on.
You promised T.I. You promised T.I. You promised T.I.
Why are you this way, chat?
You promised T.I.
7:30 is not even a full shift and you spent 1 hour yapping at a coffee break? What? No? First off, I haven't even had any bathroom breaks. I did get one orange juice break, but you know. Besides that, a minor orange. I mean, a blood clot over here sitting up for too long.
Fast Leo range.
Fast Leo range. Fine. If we're doing the Leo range, we're doing present day Leo. Which Leo's girlfriend is like what age now? So 18 to 27? 18 to 27. The newest Leo range. Get your predictions in. By the way, you guys, we're coming up on our next event, and I'm a little nervous because it's like 11 wins away, so I really got to start planning. Plus, I got DunkBot 2.0. Plus, there's just too many things going on. There's just too much happening. I can't keep up with it. But it's coming up soon, so I'll try to keep you guys updated for the next Noita event. I got to start brainstorming. I've heard ideas proposed.
Don't you worry about that. You're gonna lose this one.
We had a close call in today's run. This would have been one angry mob of sweaty individuals. Holy, that would have been spicy. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ramble off a lot of names really quickly. Then I'm instantly closing the bets and I'm jumping into the run. So there will be no reopens. The range is 18 to 27. It is the new Leo range. Some people say, you know, Leo had amazing taste. That's what people in the chat say, not me. Don't look at me. Please don't cancel me. I'm just saying what chatters in the community have said. They said that, you know, he has amazing taste, and they too plan to buy a yacht one day and to relive or to live out Leo's dream. Channel your inner yap rap god. Here we go. Elder Leaf with the golden yes sign. Also going out to Kisuli and to Golden Bin Chicken, along with Inbil.
Cat was so close to never glazing you ever again multiple times this run.
Oh shit. Inbilms. I'm butchering the hell out of this. Flash Freeze Buddha. Dewas Mike. Holy, how there's so many golden yeses. Syllable Elbow. And Mooncat, all golden yeses. That is 7 yeses in a row correct. Here are the 7 streaks. Blessed RNGs. What's his name? Aqua. Pinta. Dethai. Nanny Store. Gingerbread. Elder Leaf. Kasuli. Don't start with me, damn it. Non-antagonistic. Nasukin, Oberon Skills, Hi, I am Marvin, Clairvoyeur, Inbil, Zyterius, Halich, Cyan Rain, Phoenix, Elbow, I am Praying Mantis. Oh my god. No, we've already decided the range. There's no going back. 7 streaks going out to Lunarian, Acid Nail, Sofa King, Joric, Gooey Skoo, and Gibble Wibble. -7's going out to Anything Works, Sadria Higgs, and Hex LTU. This here. Back-to-back -7 going out to Junji Wow. Congratulations. Back-to-back 7 streaks going out to Mr. Cheaterson, Dice Addict, Rahan, Yut40, Finau, Dev Teamster, Semi-Pro Gangster, Mary Ellen, Veldak, The Grotto, The Rev, Wackend. 3 7 streaks, 21 predictions in a row correct. The Recursor and Golden Dragon. 4 7 streaks going out to Temporarily Harley, which is 28 predictions in a row correct. And then Indoor Cat sits atop his throne, his cat tree on top of the mountain. 42 predictions in a row without messing up a single time. And you want to know his secret? He bets yes every time. So if you want a thick streak to flex on the haters, bet yes like Indoor Cat. All right, closing all bets. Let's get this nerd, chat. What? No, you're supposed to be, that was a positive speech. You're supposed to be like, yeah, guys, we're a family, we're a community. Let's all work together to get a TI win for the positivity, for the love. Oh, by the way, the range was supposed to be 18 to 27. Leo's on hard times, guys. Please, can we start a GoFundMe for Leo? It's hard times. I mean, his yacht must be getting kind of like, you know, a little bit dated. Maybe it isn't as new as it used to be, so it's harder. You know, he's having to go a little bit outside his comfort zone. 18 to 27.
Nope.
I'm gonna call in sick for the DunkOrSlam stream. Well, don't wait. Hold on. Did I click the right stuff? Hold on. I think I clicked the wrong stuff. Don't call in sick for the stream because we are about to end right now. This is it. This is the final run of the day. All right, are we all set up? Is everything good? Well, I don't see anybody predicting out numbers and stuff. It's making me a little nervous. I don't see. Oh wait, Elbow said a number. Oh, Ridinger saying numbers. Barroom saying numbers. All right, we're good. We're good.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. See? You see what I'm saying? Positivity. Look where it leads you to. Leads you to the blessed loots, to the promised land. Oh shit. Okay, you kind of fucked me there. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, it was a little... I don't know why. I feel like I'm moving kind of slow right now. I think we could have done better, but... Oh, a backup one? Come on, game. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
I've been dropping loads around this
Curlite knows what's up.
dump truck.
He's feeling it. Oh, I need that. Okay, okay, this is kind of scary. I should be able to random telly wherever I need, right? Oh! Wait! Wait! What? What? No! Oh my god! No way! No way! There was literally only one spot I did not want to go to.
Absolutely pathetic.
What? No! No, I was hacked. Chat, I was hacked. I think I was DDoS. I'm dropping frames. That was, hold up.
Told ya, no
Oh
worries.
my god. No. No. That is such a scam. That is such a scam.
ICANT, ICANT, ICANT.
It's fine.
That was the worst throw ever. Of all time.
Whoops.
Hypothetically, if I didn't get DDoSed and hacked and dropped frames and have packet loss and my game glitched out and there was a bug that I reported to the devs, what would the run have looked like? Hypothetically, you need to get good. Did you see that? I'm playing the odds. And there's 90% of the, no, let's say 95% of the area is fine to teleport in.
Just think, you could be eating a fat burger right now instead. Molten cheese oozing over the charred beef patty, grease pooling in the toasted bun, crispy bacon fragments mixing with sweet caramelized onions, pickles cutting through the richness, lettuce cold against the hot meat.
See, that's how I know you don't even know me. I'm a stranger to you. Because you said lettuce on my burger. And I'm not a rabbit. Get that fucking rabbit food off my burger.
The sun was in his eyes.
And the sun, yeah, it was like glaring off of like a car as it passed by. It was directly into my retina. Truck nose. Was glaring off of his truck nuts as he drove by. How could something glare? What do you mean glaring off your bald head, off your bald spot? Chad, you guys don't understand how glares work, how reflections work? How could a fucking glare? How could it glare off my bald head into my eye? What are you talking about? Off your monitor? This is ridiculous. First off, it would have to be like the front of your face.
Don't get mad at chat just because you threw TI.
The angles don't make any sense. It would be like, you know, it's just ridiculous. Come on.
I fear the moist mob.
Come on. Slightly talented, thank you for the love. We are on the final run of the day. We're just doing a quick Twitch integration run. Chat earlier was doing some scumbag stuff. Somebody in the channel definitely hacked my gameplay. And so I had to show them, you know, I put out my, you know, I upgraded my firewall real quick. And I'm showing them what it would be like if I did not get scammed out of that last run. Oh! Hold on. Hold on. Random projectile effect? Oh, worms? It's actually... Holy shit, I'm about to go Giga Chat in this. You ready for this? I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're ready. Oh, come on, Steve. Chat, are you fucking kidding me? I like the way you think, chat. You're like, wouldn't you like to take some ambrosia with you on this journey? And you're absolutely right. I would like to. Good call. Good call.
I, or someone, really needs to start compiling a dunk_excuses.txt. I was hacked. I was DDoSed. I am hungry. Chat, I am tired. My stomach is growling. Chat, you gotta believe me. Chat, it's not.
That wasn't me. That was TTS that got tired of your lies.
Bro is sitting back in his chair. Chat. He is way too relaxed for what we are about to do next. He's gonna fail this run so bad. He thinks he's gonna win. He doesn't know what we are planning.
I'm not planning shit.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh! I fucked up on my teleport. Oh, I'm still fine. We just went straight to the jungle. We didn't give a fuck. Jungle, no problem. No problem. Oh, shit! I'd be concerned. It seemed a little concerning. Come on. You know what? I swear I had my ambrosia out. I gotta buy a new mouse. Something caused it to go to the thing next to the ambrosia. I swear I had the ambrosia. I had the ambrosia and it swapped to another item. I had it. No, you can watch the replay. It's not like I scrolled and just went past it. I scrolled or hotkeyed. I don't know which one. It's hard to say.
You know what, Bam.
I landed on the ambrosia, and then something caused maybe the scroll wheel or something to like move. What is more often? What is more likely to have happened? There was some malfunction of the hardware to cause it to think that there was an extra scroll or an extra hotkey press to swap to the wrong item, or a god gamer who has played flawlessly in 99% of his Noita runs. Some people claim that his runs are recorded because they have perfect inputs. All of a sudden making this sloppy input leading to me dying. Which is more likely?
Add that to the dump_excuses.txt. I had ambrosia. I landed on ambrosia. Something happened. Malware function.
The second one?
AIUM.
I think you didn't understand the question. See, Darkcast, you can't even follow instructions correctly.
You're not him.
I am him. I didn't say software malfunctioning. I said hardware. And any god gamer worth their sweat knows.
Like 99% run?
No. Kurlug? No. Don't you start with that. It's 100%, you know that.
I wish you guys could see this
Any god gamer worth their sweat knows that when you're gaming at a high level and you're sweating with the best of them, sweat can sometimes congeal and get into your gamer hardware, not software, hardware, causing for misinputs to happen. I am pretty sure that's what happened with the mouse. There was a misinput in there. And because of that, I may have to get a new mouse. Fucking clean them, you filthy animal. I mean, the sweat can congeal and stuff from one gamer session. What am I supposed to do? Like halfway into our stream today, it's been like 8 hours. I'm at 4 hours in. I'm gonna have like an intermission, a halftime show. Fucking bring out Woat. He dances for you guys while I clean out the mouse. Come on, I can't allow that kind of downtime. Third time's a charm. Are excuses part of a normal TI run, or are they exclusive to this channel? Listen, RK. First off, you've been following the channel since 2023. Don't act like you don't know what's going on right now. First off, you should know Noita good enough to have saw that teleport earlier, where I could have teleported in like 50 billion, directions, and the fact that I teleported directly under the rock that was falling was next. Don't say got him. Don't you dare, RK. Mods, get the spray bottle. And this time, piss in them. RK's got to learn a lesson from this. He needs to learn a lesson. All right, let's wrap it up. You guys are getting bored. Thank you for hanging out today. I had a fantastic Thursday morning, I guess now. It is currently here in Texas. It's 9:31 a.m. 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Teddy is starving his ass off. I actually gave him a little bit of food already and a treat, so he's probably not really hungry. But he is hungry for attention. He is meowing over at the window, so I'm going to go say hi to him. And I'm going to go eat something delicious, and then I'm going to go work on some DunkBot 2.0. You might even vibe code some new social media for your presidential campaign. Dear God. All right, chat's getting spicy. Let me open up the streaks. I think I locked in the bets already. Surely. And there was probably no streaks. All right. Some of you guys were feeling lucky today. Some of you were feeling lucky. Toxic no sign going out to Go Pack. Wait, is that a Packers fan? Is that what it means? Go Pack, as in like the saying for the Packers? Because they're, always packing whenever it's playoff time and they get eliminated. Got him. All right, maybe they've had more success than the Cowboys recently, but let me have this moment, damn it. 7 streaks with that going out to Ejex, Red P Dog, Quake, Lovely Bears, A Fox in a Box, Dyson Ray, and Pimple Cram, along with Wizard Rob. Not bad, not bad. What is Green Bay's record even right now? Their name Go Pack is probably not even has anything to do with the Packers, but I have no idea what the Packers record is. They are currently 6-3-1. All right, they're like a Cowboys equal. We're like on equal footing. So I can shit talk because we're equivalents, right? So they're 6-3-1. And the one was to the Cowboys, right? Wasn't that the one? Cowboys are 4-5-1. Yeah, they're like the same. They are equals. Go Bills. Oh shit, Buffalo. Buffalo's like really good right now, aren't they? Their record's like kind of insane. Hold on, real fast. One more. I guess unless they've been losing lately. Oh, actually, must have lost. They're 7-3. I want to say I thought they had lost like 1 or 2. I didn't realize they had 3 losses. Still, I wish we were 7-3. If only. Monster Muppets, Electro, and a Galleon. That's with the back-to-back 7 streaks. The 14 predictions in a row correct. Congratulations to you 3 on your back-to-backs. Getting Noita, there was nothing to prevent that unless you ask Mr. Salt with the 6th streak. I'm sorry, Mr. Salt. You saw that teleport though, right? You saw that. For real though. I know I said a lot of weird, dumb shit in the last like 10 minutes, but you saw that teleport. I literally was taking a calculated risk and it was like, okay, well, there's like all these directions I can teleport in. It will be just fine. The fact that it teleported me right in front of the falling rubble was pretty stupid. Yapiachi raid. You know what? I don't think we've raided Lasias in a little while. I think it has been a little while since we got the Lasiachi. Where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? He is currently playing... Oh, he's not playing Noita. He's playing a game called Million Depth. I don't know anything about this. Could be an awesome game. Could be worth checking out. Wait, do I see weeb shit on this? What is this? But I got to talk to everyone a lot before the end. What the hell is this? I don't know what we're about to see. Million Depth. I don't know what's happening, but if you guys don't know, Lasias, aka Lasiachi, is part of our community, so it is a roguelite. I'll check it out. I'll see what it is. I have no idea. I think we're on some kind of menu thing, and you can't judge a game by its menus, right? You can't judge a game by its menus. You gotta get to the content, to the gameplay. Unless the whole gameplay is menus, in which case maybe you can judge it by its menus. Just awoke from a dream that your coping was hilariously integrated into very amusing stuff. My coping was, first off, if the audio of the stream is so loud that it's sleeping into your memories, you gotta turn that shit down. You gotta turn it down right now. You're like my dad when I was a kid. He fucking had that History Channel cranked to like 100, and he was like sleeping over there. Like, it was just like war sounds going off. I'm like, what the fuck? He's gotta be messing up his dreams like crazy. You gotta turn that shit on like ultra low. That way, when you're sleeping, you have to strain to hear it. Then you slowly doze off, and then boom. That's the professional way to properly leave something on in the background and it not fry your brain. Check my Discord DM, old man. Oh, Purdy. Is it emergency? Hold up. Oh, you're talking about event ideas. Yes, we'll be discussing it soon. Events coming up soon in Noita, but for now, just set your alarms. 15 hours from now, more Noita, more sweat. I'll see you guys there. Thank you for all the love and support. Be good hanging out with Asias. He is part of our community, so don't worry when you're sweating it up in there. He won't be disgusted with you. He'll embrace the sweat. And yes, he does have an exclamation mark, a woo command. He does have an exclamation mark, a woo. So do it, chat. Deuces.